It's the sound of the mighty Giants. Feel the ground is shaking, the other teams are quaking in their boots before the Giants. We take the longest strides and the highest leap. We're stronger than the rest. We're the greater Western Sydney Giants. We're the biggest and the best, and we will never surrender. We'll fight until the end. We're greater than the rest. It's the sound of the mighty Giants. Feel the ground is shaking, the other teams are quaking in their boots before the Giants. Take the longest strides and the highest leap. We're stronger than the rest. We're the greater Western Sydney Giants. We're the biggest and the best, and we will never surrender. We'll fight until the end. We're greater than the rest.
Righto, good everyone, welcome back to another live stream or live watch along on the channel. Semi-final number 2, we're going to be streaming of course tonight. Port Adelaide, the loser of last week's qualifying final over the Lions versus the Giants, who are one of the biggest, interesting and one of the most intriguing and biggest dark horses of this finals series. Finishing 7th, having a brilliant second half of the season. They've been brilliant as an away side this year. They've been away kings, they've won at so many venues. And they have also won at Adelaide Oval, but they have not beaten Port Adelaide at this venue this year. They got bumped by 50 points, but I think it's much more of a different tale now with the stakes higher, pressure higher, much more different sides between the two. So, yeah, I think right off the bat, Port definitely have a lot of pressure heading into this game. You know, 𝐼𝐿𝐴's been re-signed. They had a fantastic winning streak this year. They finished top 4. They couldn't get that home qualifying final though, but this is their chance to make another prelim final if they do get up tonight. So, yeah, you feel like if they go out in straight sets, it's just going to be another poor finals performance under 𝐼𝐿𝐴, and you know all this talk and all this whatnot and hate from the Port Adelaide fans will kick off again. But they were pretty disappointing last week. Port, I thought their first half was very good against Brisbane. They were great around the footy. I thought they were tough, but they really weakened out of the contest after half time. They just got penetrated really by the Lions forward half. Their defence was really shocking after half time, and you know I felt a few of the efforts of a few players were pretty dismal as well. But the Giants, well, a lot of people are on them. A lot of people getting on that bandwagon, which is fair enough. I mean, last week's win against the Saints was brilliant. It was exciting brand of footy. They looked ultra clean when moving the footy. They're playing that final style. They're looking tough in the contest too, and you know they're getting back Stephen Coniglio, who wasn't playing last week. So I think you do give the Giants every chance. But yeah, in terms of tips, I'll be backing in Port Adelaide, sticking with my tips and predictions video the other day ago. Just because, I'm expecting them to bounce back. They've been a great side, especially at home this year, Port Adelaide. They usually play that ruthless brand, and if they can have that first half like Brisbane, but just get more supply, Charlie Dixon coming back on the team is huge as well, and really bring that forward pressure too. I feel like the pressure really gets up and about at home as well, and just put that Giants back half under heavy duress. Don't give them much time when moving the footy. I think they should win this game of footy, but we'll see. And yeah, of course, earlier today, some very sad news too, that I just remembered. Ron Barassi passed away. Yeah, really disappointing news. Obviously one of the all-time greatest AFL legends, so obviously rest in peace and all the condolences to those associated with him. I think from the Swans' perspective, he was quite big in the 90s for propping up the team and all that. So yeah, there's some really sad news there. Yeah, saw that one on the just flicking through Google and then just saw it on the Age. I'm pretty sure it was. But yeah, no, pretty sad. But I guess in retrospect, it's great to see though he's able to witness his D's hoist the flag in 2021. So yeah, I think that's a bit of more of a positive way to look at that. But yeah, obviously rest in peace to him. But yeah, hopefully everyone's going well in chat. Another exciting semi-final coming up. But yeah, a lot of pressure in Port tonight, I think. It's almost like the Giants have got nothing to lose. They sort of have that little advantage. It's almost like Port versus the world at the moment too. A lot of people getting on that Giants bandwagon. I mean, as a neutral, I don't mind who wins this game. I'll be cheering for both sides. I'd love to see the Giants get up. But, I've loved watching Port Adelaide this year. But yeah, they've just been... Yeah, the last few weeks have just been off the pace a wee bit. So, yeah, I do expect them, though, to really show a ruthless display, especially in front of a big packed home crowd. It's just an absolute waste of the year if they do drop this game again. So yeah, they've got to be really good, I think, around that footy. That's usually where their strengths do lie, though. I think their midfields, they've got such star names in there. Butters, Rosie, Horn-Francis too. Now Boak has drifted out a little bit. Wines as well. He really needs to lift tonight. So, there's plenty to like about Port's team, but a few players out of form. Of course, Finlayson getting dropped too, which is, he's going to be the sub tonight. I mean, he's just been poor the last few weeks. His first half of the season was brilliant. He was putting up some great numbers, but now it's just like he's really fallen off. So, yeah, the onus is sort of on Charlie Dixon to get really up and about. But yeah, no, hopefully everyone is going well in the chat. G'day Ben, also just watched Cairns Demons vs Blues game. He felt embarrassed when Carlton won. Yeah, he definitely would have, mate. Feel for him, and probably any other Melbourne supporter. Dropping a game like that is a terrible way to end the season. G'day mate, hopefully going well, mate. Yeah, so the winner of this game will play Collingwood at the G next Friday night, from what I am hearing. Yeah, g'day, Davey. Do you think Carlton will have enough juice left in the legs? I think they can. I tip sort of Carlton this week based off just spirits and everything. Like, I feel like they are good enough to knock off top teams, but yeah, just that crowd and the belief I think's really built the last few weeks and everything. And they're really tough around the footy. Like, that's what really impressed me versus Melbourne. They just weren't letting in. The 1%ers were very good. I mean, again, as a neutral, I'd love to give them a chance, but yeah, I mean, at the moment, I think it's hard to go past the lines. They're just, like, whenever a team challenges them this year at the Gabba, they just always run away with it. So, I mean, it's still their grand final position to lose, I think, Brisbane. But, yeah, I have to have a think about that one heading into next week. It's going to be an interesting prelim final. It's like the Swans versus the Pies sort of vibes I'm getting from last year. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of one-eyed Carlton supporters heading up the Northern State and watch them take on. But, yeah. Giants got stars every year. That's very true as well with GWS. I mean, yeah, the brand they've been playing is excellent, and obviously Cog's back in there too. They've got just a great balanced group, I think, and they're defensively really good. Like, if they can just be composed out of their back half and try and evade that Port Adelaide forward pressure, I mean, that's where they've been brilliant. Their ability to rebound, so they've got to be good in that area too. And I think their forward line's been the cohesion's been good. Like, Riccardi kicked, I think, 4 goals or 3 goals last week. Hogan's been great this second half of the year. So yeah, I think they're just firing on all cylinders, and I think stats-wise, they're one of the most informed teams in the competition, really. So yeah, I think like genuinely off form, you're probably backing in GWS, but you know, Port Adelaide home, I think they're due for a good game. Their spirit should be up and about to bounce back, and that's sort of why I'm leaning towards them. And yeah, just the 4.5 game they played home is a very good one too. So yeah. But, of course, their winning streak was brilliant to watch as well this year. They were probably one of the more resilient sides. They had close wins, they had big wins. So, you know, there's that to fall on too. But, may the best team win. You can look at stats and numbers and all you want, but it's just whoever gets it done tonight gets it done tonight. Simple as that. So, it should be a big one. Brisbane have been scared at the Gabba this year. Yeah, I mean, they haven't lost there. So, you know, there's a bit of food for thought about that. But yeah, around a few minutes until the first bounce, fellas. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe. I was appreciative, of course, last night's game. Still can't believe the result. It was a fantastic finish. So let's hope for another close game. Because, yeah, I don't know. I can't really see much of a blowout. I think this one could be a cagey affair. I mean, maybe the Giants could get a bit of stage fright and play poor, but I just can't see it. I think they've been such absolute warriors, really, away from home. But yeah, of course, the ins and outs, we did talk about it. Coniglio in, Dixon in. Nick Haynes is being dropped as the sub, which is interesting. You'd feel like Nick Haynes would be a great sub, but they're going to put the X-Man in. Xavier O'Halloran as the sub, and yeah, Finlayson's going to be the sub for the Port Adelaide Power. And then, yeah, Dylan Williams dropped, but he was sort of injured anyway. His game was pretty poor. But yeah, the back six is interesting to look at as well with Port Adelaide. Trent McKenzie, he sort of had that little bit of a niggle, but he was well exposed last week. Ryan Burton's probably going to get the job on Toby Green, so he's got to be up and about for that. I liked Miles Bergman's game last week. I thought he competed tough, so he's got to be big back there. And yeah, Dean Houston, especially at home, he's had some fine games here. He's really got to get those hammer receives, drive it in their forward half, pick apart targets. Lockie Jones back there as well. You know, Xavier 𝐸'Sma, his effort was good, but he just wasn't good enough. Ollie Lord, can he have another nice cameo tonight? So there's plenty of like from Port, and yeah, for the Giants, well, I mean, they've just got some great consistent plays across every area of the ground. Lockie Ash, Whitfield had great games. They've been in great form the last 2 months or so, especially Lockie Whitfield. He's getting back to his best. We all know Himmelberg, Taylor, Colorado, Buckley, accountable players, honest players that have been brilliant as well. Tom Green, off the back of 35 touches. Can he have another big game tonight? Josh Kelly was the best on ground last week. 𝐼𝐴𝐴𝐿 Cumming now playing a little bit higher up the ground. Bedford, Daniels, the two big role plays that are huge to how the Giants score. They're going to have to really bring the pressure tonight. And yeah, Riccardi, Hogan, Toby Green, danger everywhere for both sides. So keen to see how this one pans out. Why's my sound? Oh, sorry. It's like, why's my sound not working, but my bloody speaker wasn't on? Oh, 𝐓𝐶, thanks for $2, mate. Really appreciate the donation. What do I have for dinner, mate? Well, what did I have for dinner, or what did you have for dinner? Well, I had for dinner, I don't know, just some nice pulled beef and some peas and some potato, some pumpkin, very nice. G'day, Zach. Hopefully going well, mate. I'm in good mood since the one year. Oh, very nice, mate. Hopefully, yeah, you played well. Not on the championship or premiership, whatever you bloody call that sport. Love to see it. Well, here we go. Cue the never tear us apart. You know, this is one of my favourite things in footy. You got to love the never tear us apart. Get the scarves out. I wonder how many Crows fans are at this game wearing Giants apparel. Because I think, yeah, there'd be probably a few. Yeah, there they are. Going out straight sets 2 years in a row, Ron. Yeah, no, it's not a great week for Melbourne fans. Bloody hell. But it's just that forward line. It's just that forward line. Can't get it right. And they had that little 4 to 5 week period late this year where they were kicking over 100 points and looking great. But you know, that's just fallen off the cliff again. So that is the issue to address. Alright, here we go. Port Adelaide and GWS, the second semi-final. Winner will play Collingwood. Loser of the year is done. So Port Adelaide, well, had over a 10-game winning streak this year to propel themselves into the top 4. Ended up finishing 3rd. First half against Brisbane was okay, but just couldn't keep up with the higher class side of the Lions. As for the Giants, a team to watch. One of the sides under the radar. Who gets it done tonight? We are underway as the Giants will get the first clearance through Callum Ward. Kick into space for Toby Green. There he is. Early touch for Toby. Who can he find inside 50? Lowers the eyes. That looks like a great kick. Hogan unable to take the mark. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴 now a chance. High snap around the corner. Ball bobbles in the direction of 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴. Oh, geez, Lockie Jones got in the way. That was going to be easily in up by 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴. Daniel Lloyd dispossessed. Good pressure from 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴. And the ball goes over the boundary. 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴 was an interesting player to watch last week. I felt some defensive one-on-one acts. He was quite good on Joe Danaher, but he still conceded 5 goals. So, yeah, you know, he's got obviously big tonight. And he's going to be taking Riccardi. Now, Giants have been good in forward stoppages as well this year. So that's another area to watch too. Tom Green early touch. Toby Green taking in the Houston tackle. Umpire's ball. Crows supporters back in the... Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. The thing is, I think the Giants is almost Australia's team in a way. Like, you know, if you're neutral, I think a lot of people get on the Giants. I mean, I sort of am as well. I mean, as I've said a few times, you know, the Giants have been a... you know, they're quite... Not massive, but, you know, they are associated with Canberra and everything. And was in the academy and all that whatnot, so... Yeah. Well, Jason Horne-Francis is, okay. Well, I think he got the old poke in the eye, but he looks okay. He's not going to come off. Can the Mighty Suns? Yes, they got their win in the VFL prelim finals. Watching a bit of that game. Maybe Chol, I watched some of him. Jesus, what a game he had. 5 goals. But will he be leaving the club at the end of the year? There is going to be a bit of speculation with that. Now Zach Butters, early touch for him. What can he do? Twist and turns, a beautiful one. The Coaches Association Player of the Year award recipient. That's going to be a late down the field free. Oh, no, it's against Zach Butters for running too far. I thought it was going to be a late push in the back. That would have been a week free anyway. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that's definitely a fair enough free. Oh, Cogs, that was a bit of a poor kick. Couldn't hit the target of Cumming. Great tackle from Cumming on Butters. Butters able to get nudge the hand pass out. Only as far as 𝐼𝐴𝐿𝐼𝐴. Hand pass hasn't really worked 𝐸𝐿berg, but cleans it up nicely. Back to Whitfield. Hack kick around the corner is not a good one as it'll be eaten up by Ollie Wines. 2021 Brownlow medalist, of course. He won't be happy with his performance last week. Under 15 touches, most of them hand passes. He was shite. Kick towards half forward. Charlie Dixon unable to attack the mark. Great grand ball win there from Willem Drew. I thought he was one of Port's best last week. Ooh, maybe an early high free here coming up, and it will be paid to Willie Rioli. Well, there you go. That's a bit of an unfortunate act there. Sort of lost his balance in the process, but yeah, those are paid sometimes. That was clever from Burn Jones too. Tap out in the space. Yeah, he lost his balance. Yeah, not much Connor Arden could do there, but those are paid. Ran a bit too far. Yeah, no, he did, Butters. That's the thing with him, you know. He loves to take a game on a bit too much sometimes, and he forgets to bounce the bloody ball. Well, chance here for the first goal of the game. Goal off a free, potentially coming up here for Willie Rioli. Can he guide this one through? He sure can. Port Adelaide get the first of the semi-final on Saturday night footy. He's been great, I think, this year, Willie Rioli. A fantastic recruit. Of course, as a part of the Jason Horne-Francis deal. Coming across, so basically not really much. But yeah, his second half of the year, he's really improved. And yeah, he's been a shining light in, I think, Port Adelaide's forward line. Yeah, fair enough, Ben. I mean, a lot of people get around it. That's the thing with AFL theme songs. Like, all of them are catchy, you know. Well, Willie Rioli gets Port Adelaide's first goal of this final. Back in the middle we go. Kieran Briggs. Fantastic season he's had. And he gets a nice hand pass out to Tom Green. Inside 50 here for GWS. Hogan reads it well. Gets the half volley, hand pass out in the space. Chance coming up, maybe. But great tackle from Miles Bergman on Toby Green. Not going to be paid on the ball. But he's a tough nut, Miles Bergman. Really loved his year. He's been able to play in tall and small and dangerous forwards. Briggs now, 𝐼𝐴 grabs it out of the ruck. Snap round the corner. Won't be making the goals as earlier on the line. Did well. Short kick. Finds Dan Houston. Well, the Giants have been able to get a few inside 50s to kick this game off, so getting a bit of territory early on here. Briggs again repels back in the forward half, but only as far as Rosie. Just hacks a kick out into space. Now, they've got the numbers here, potentially Port, but Buckley uses his body nicely. Connor Idoon couldn't pick up the football cleanly. Josh Kelly, hand pass, nice from Idoon. Oh, too much time there given for Callum Ward. Felt like it could have been pinned. That was great pressure from Charlie Dixon. Now off the turnover, here comes Port Wheeler-Rioli. Probably going to be pinned. And it will be holding the ball. Free to Lockie Whitfield. Bit of a fumble there from Himmelberg. Has a bit of time. Just a low kick out towards the wings. Good enough for Bedford. Bit of a fumble there. Nice pressure there from Houston. Well, as expected, this is sort of like your finals atmosphere. And finals type of pressure. Not really many teams are getting, you know, a solid amount of time on with ball in hand. Pressure and tackling applied almost instantly from both sides. Zark Butters now. Not bad vision. I mean, it could have been marked there from 𝐸'sma. Not paid. Coming again. Nice tackle. Umpire's ball. 𝐸𝐿 now out in the space for Whitfield. He gives it to Finn Callahan. Measures the kick towards the wing. Daniel Lloyd, the retiree. Oh, he breaks apart beautifully there against Lockie Jones. And the kick into space for Toby Green. Beautiful footy. And Toby Green can go back here. Now, is he going to snap around the corner or will he drop punt this one through? Beautifully done. Probably, I guess, the Giants maybe, Lockie, because they a bit of a bogey side for Collingwood. But you know, I give Port Adelaide every chance too. Apart from their loss against them early in the year, I think they've been good in Melbourne, especially MCG. They've been able to win there. Toby Green, can he make this a goal each? He sure can, the star. The All-Australian captain gets the Giants on the board. It's 6 apiece. There we go. 15:27 to play in the first term. Goal each. Started with 𝐸𝐿. That was very well done. Finn Callahan, nice kick out of the space, but this is really well done. 1-on-1 there from Lloyd. Not great from Lockie Jones. Jeez, he looked like he's about a 35-year-old there. Slow agility. And that was just a perfect kick out to Toby Green. But yeah, he has some great foot skills as well, Daniel Lloyd. Always a great kick for goal. Tom Green, beautifully done. In congestion. He gets the centre clearance here. Out into space again, maybe for Toby Green. Burton gets the slap down. Josh Kelly reads it best. Grand level hand pass over the Tom Green. Another touch. Inside 50, another high kick. Almost again, Toby Green couldn't take the mark. Twisting and turning, and he'll be taken in the tackle. Umpire's ball. Like pears or oranges. I actually haven't had one of those fruits for a while. Bloody hell. I mean, depending on what kind of pear it is, pear can be an underrated fruit. Coming soccer out of mid-air. Almost a mark to Hogan. Now Miles Bergman. Some good pressure there from Callum Brown and Boat. So GWS, I think, have started pretty nicely here. It is a goal apiece, but they're starting to really now win this territory battle and get a number of inside 50s their way. Should do a fruit tier list at half time. Yeah, not a bad shout. Toby Green now snap something out of nothing. It's a high ball earlier again. Well defended there. Okay, what's going on here? Okay, so it's a free to Port and it's a 50-metre penalty for 𝐸𝐿. I don't know what the 50 was for. Maybe a bit of dissent, who knows. Anyway, Dan Houston, no, sorry, that's Kane Farrell. Great left boot. He drives it towards centre half forward. Horn Francis, well done from Perryman in the air. Ball goes to ground. William Drew, now he could have, no, he got it out, never mind. 𝐴𝐞𝐬 tackled, but he gets the kick forward. Josh Kelly. Finn Callaghan did well. Hand pass back out to Kelly on his non-preferred. A little chipping ball. Bit of a fumble there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. But it does fall in favour of Brown. They just keep on crushing his footy forward, but Houston's there to smack it back the other way. Well done from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Reads it well off the top. Whacks a kick forward. The Giants have just been whacking all these footies forward early on here. Now, could this hand pass work here from Hogan? Just couldn't hit the target of Keefe. Now McKenzie just dribble the ball towards the boundary. And is that going to be deliberate? And that's a fair call. To be fair, the kick was into the space of the Port Adelaide Guernsey, so it won't be deliberate. So Darcy Byrne-Jones earlier on, a few minutes ago, did go down with some sort of injury, so hopefully he's okay. Dan Houston now, hands out now to Connor Rosie, the All-Australians combining. Flat kicks a beauty. He finds Charlie Dixon. Now he's got 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿 all alone, and he'll hit the target. Now 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿 can line up. Will require around a 50-metre kick on a slight angle. Knocked the ball out of the Port player's hand. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼, yeah, righto. Because it was all a bit of a blur. I thought it was a free to the Giants from that one for a sec. Well, let's see if Sam 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐿 can kick this goal. Kicks on its way. Does it swing back? It won't. Minor score there for Port. Blues allows 2 Lions next Friday. I'll be backing for Girls to win the flag if they win tonight. Well, I'm pretty sure from some reports I did see, I'm pretty sure the Collingwood game is going to be on Friday night and the Lions game will be on Saturday night. So, yeah, thought I might as well say that. Anyway, on the boundary throw in here, centre wing, Adam Kingsley coaching on the bench now this second half of the year. He was up in the box earlier with the stress ball, but he doesn't have it too much now. Definitely one of the coaches of the year in, great chance to be one of the coaches of the year. Now Bedford breaks free. Dishes the hands over the top to Brown. Hand pass just wasn't good enough. Now Farrell. Quick hands here from Port. Drew now out to Rosie. What can he do? Oh, could he get chased here for Cumming? Great tackle. Oh, Jesus. He did the full 360, but he'd still had possession, just got the kick away. Great pressure there from Cumming. Now turnover from the Giants, but he's going to be pinned 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. Great tackle there from Willie Rioli. Now he can go quickly over the top. Great measuring ball, finds Horn Francis. Now, does he want to go the Hollywood? Does he want to go for 𝐴𝐿, the star young player? Looks like he might want to go for 𝐴𝐿 here. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it's weird. It's like, it's a full 360, so maybe it should be holding the ball, but, there's no pressure applied, so he still had an opportunity to get rid of it, and he did, but, yeah, I don't know. It was well done from Cumming, a bit of an unrewarded effort there. Horn Francis now. Kicks on its way. It's a high ball, and it sails through the young star. Kicks Port Adelaide's second goal. 2 goals, 1-13 to 1 goal, 6. That's a beautiful kick, and that's something you notice as well with Horn Francis. Kicks, he really gets onto them. Doesn't really kick them too flat, but, gets the big lollipop motion, high kick, and a beautiful kick. Well, that's important for his confidence. Goal early on. 2 touches on the goal for Horn Francis. But that was well done there, especially from Willie Rioli. That's now a goal, assist, and a goal to his name. Great pressure applied, won the holding the ball free and picked apart in traffic Horn Francis, who went back and goaled. So 2 goals now for Port Adelaide. They're leading by 7. Oh, geez, that's going to be kicking in danger against Tom Green. Going to be Houston's ball. Dan Houston now will play on. Nice low kick. One of the best users in Port Adelaide side. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. That man again. He's having a good first quarter. Can he pick apart another target? Almost marked there from 𝐻𝐿𝐼. Ball goes to ground. Connor Iden. Brilliant game last week. Jeez, he put 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 under the pump with that hand pass. Bashed forward there from Farrell. Ball goes to the deck. Marshall gives it straight to Ward. Now he'll just crush it forward. High ball now. They have the numbers here. Port and Houston strong in the air. Now into space for Ollie Wines. He'll play on now and just chip it inside 50 into the direction of Horne-Francis. Buck the flight. Brilliantly done from Jack Buckley. And boundary thrown here inside Port Adelaide's forward pocket. What a kick from the former North Melbourne player. Yeah, I mean, if I was a North supporter, I'd be saying something like that, obviously, because of last night. Saying George Hill and all that whatnot, the former Swans play and all that crap. Sam Taylor now. Hands it out to Perryman. Jeez, another great tackle there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼. He's bringing the heat early on here. A few pressure acts. A few score involvements. Another boundary throw in here for Port. Nice hit out there from Charlie, but just couldn't hit up Horne-Francis well enough. Kick out of the 50, marked by Daniels. Now, can they rebound quickly here? The small man goes out across to Josh Kelly. Now, I feel the kick efficiency early on from the Giants has been a little bit iffy. They still retain possession here. Ash, bit of a blinded handball, but works to Brown. He'll go back to Kelly on his favourite left. What is that from Josh Kelly? Jeez, he's had about 4 kicks and all 4 have been terrible. But that will be paid benefit of the doubt, as it was a bit of a shank boundary throw, and it is. It's raining here in Perth despite it being all sunny and clear today. Yeah, it's not been bad weather over here as well. It's starting to really warm up. Keith with the head out. Rosie gives it straight to Keith again. Now Toby Green whacks a hand pass forward for Daniels. No, sorry, for Bedford and Boak to go at it. Bedford just gets the hand pass out. Hogan grabs it in between his legs. Kick towards the pocket now. Can Tom Green soccer this one through? No, he centers it. Only as far as Lachie Jones, though, and he just blasts out of the fence towards a 1-on-2. They have the numbers here. The Giants, Horne-Francis competes well, and the ball find the boundary. 9:24 to play this first term. Game's starting to really get a lot of repeat stoppages and all that whatnot now. Much different game from last night. I felt it was a little bit more of a free-flowing one between the arcs, but this one's a bit more about territories now. Bedford. Jesus, a fast play. Great hands now to Callum Brown, the Irishman. Well, he kicks it like an Irishman. Just sneaks in for a point. All back to a 6-point game. That's a nice kick in, finds Boak. Cheers for subscribing, Sporty Gamer. Appreciate it, mate. Boak now will just go down the spine. Now, this could work. All alone's Jed McEntee. Nice mark in midfield. Can he find another link in the chain here? He wants to go by hands to Kane Farrell. On his left shoe, will go inside 50. Now, can Law crush his pack? Marshall should have taken that mark. Jeez. Wish he had that opportunity back. Now, Josh Kelly, the Giants, out of the fence. They go towards a 2-on-2. Callum Brown competes well in the air. Drops the mark. Boak now. Breaks free. Inside 50. Nah, not a good kick. Straight to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 coming. Now, Buckley goes short. Whitfield, quick hands in board to Perryman. Gets the kick forward, out towards half forward. Should work here for Riccardi. That's a nice mark. Can they go end-to-end here? The Giants out into space. He had Bedford all alone. He gets the hands out to Toby Green. Plays the high. Not going to be paid. Bedford twisting and turning on. Francis relentless pressure. Now Toby Green kicks the goal. Beautifully done from the captain. Well, they made it work. They just kept on forcing that ball out. I mean, that was really well done from Bedford there. He was just breaking tackles, trying to get that ball out to an advantageous position. And then there you go. Toby Green, brilliantly done. Gets the handball received. Snap, it's through. 2 snaps for Toby Green and 2 goals. All square. Yeah, but yeah, just a high intensity start to this game. Some nice end-to-end movement there from the Giants. Made it work. 2 goals, 1 apiece. But yeah, I mean, that's sort of at the expense of a clear-cut opportunity missed for Port. I mean, geez, Todd Marshall's got to be marking that football. Good pressure applied there from Miles Bergman, but yeah, just couldn't wrap him up entirely. Bedford gets the hands out. Toby Green goals. Back in the midfield we go. Lie set, grabs out of the ruck, hoofs it forward towards centre half forward. 𝐼𝐚𝐿 gets the first slap down, only as far as Horn Francis. Little squib kick forward in the direction of Ollie Lord. Off the back of 4 goals. Ball trickles out the back here for Taylor. And now Dix now centering ball from not Pepper. Sorry, that's Burn Jones. Is that going to be paid a mark here to Willie Rioli? And it is. Willie Rioli, what a first term he's having. Chance now to kick 2 goals. Have to see this one on the replay again. Is it a free or is it going to be paid a mark? Well, it's definitely not a mark. There's a bit of high contact there on 𝐓𝐴 𝐿𝐼𝐻 perhaps. Willie Rioli, can he kick truly to put Port Adelaide back in front? He sure can from point blank range. Willie Rioli, he's got 2 goals and a goal assist. He's just been everywhere this first term. How about that? Port back in front by 6 points. G'day, Bon. Welcome to the stream, mate. Morning walk and a Rolls Smoker live stream. Oh, Ben, mate. Name a better way to spend your morning, mate. Very nice.
Well, it's been a great start from Willie Rioli. Just using his intelligence as a forward, getting to the right spot, creating some forward pressure. We just see he protects the drop zone.
But yeah, no, it's a well-worked free there from Willie Rioli. Like, yeah, a bit questionable the free, but as long as you protect that drop zone, you're always going to get a bit of favour from the umps. Anyway, the Giants now should get another centre clearance here. Big Briggsy just whacks the kick forward inside 50. Good work here for Toby Green. He did well with the body work. Riccardi, can he just get the hands out? Daniel's now a chance. Left foot snap. Kicks truly. Quick goal back from GWS. Right out of the centre bounce. All square it is again. 6:53 to play this first term. Oh, g'day, Badger. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Well, how about that? Literally something out of nothing. Whack forward. I mean, Toby Green did really well there. Sort of was able to block off Ryan Burnt. See, look at that. It's not allows him to go up through to Leo there. Misjudges that. And Riccardi, hands out. Daniels, easy goal. No, I don't live in Victoria Bombers, mate. Well, great start this game. All tied up. Nice set. Gets the head out. And the ball will be brought up here again from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻. Briggs now gets a little kick forward. Tom Green did really well. Beautiful running there from Whitfield. Handball received. Kick towards half forward. Toby Green's just been dangerous early here. Getting all the right spots, but Iliali mops up nicely. Goes by foot. That's a nice kick out towards the wing of Butters. Fantastic season he's had, Zach Butters. Wants to go corridor. That's great vision. Finds Lyset. Hands now to Farrell. This is where they're good. Port Adelaide. Inside their forward half. Oh, well done there from Perryman. Gets the front position there against Willie Rioli, who's been on fire this first term. Finn Callan shakes the handball out in the direction of Perryman. Willie Rioli again. Beautiful tackling pressure. But they get it out here, the Giants. Keefe. Hands out in the space. Not a good hand pass. Bergman mops up. Just a high kick forward. Who's back with the flight here? Almost Sam Taylor drops the mark. Tom Green's there to arrive. Hands to Whitfield and look at him go. Beautifully done. And they could be out of the Giants. All alone's Bedford in miles of space. He can go over the top and he will. Easy option, Jake Riccardi. How about that? All started from Lockie Whitfield there. Beautiful running. Just timed his run perfectly. Handball received. Went, got it and go. Went and give and go. Okay, I can't say my words right. But yeah, nah, beautifully done. And how about that vision? Jeez, but Tom Green's had a great start this game. Look at that, just elusiveness. He's not a fast player, but that spin move, very effective. Now, Jake Riccardi was very straight last week. Can he kick this goal? Does it hold the line? It hits the woodwork. Okay, well the Giants are in front. They are in front for the first time tonight. See, I'm really liking how the Giants are playing early on here. They're really rebounding well. Just how they're moving with it. Now inside 50 here for Port through the kick of Burton. Buckley, that's really well done. And the one-on-one. And you'll win the stoppage. 4:43 to play in this first quarter. Giants by a point. 20 tackles away. Port's way as well. A little kick forward, only as far as 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸. That's poor. That's a terrible hand pass. Puts McAtee right on the pump. But he strips at 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸 and does the ruckman thing. Just whacks it forward. Gains territory. Can 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐸 fly from 3 deep? Not going to be paid the mark there. I mean, he could have potentially been paid, but yeah. Didn't feel like it should have. Now it's going to be free here to the Giants. Spriggsy's way. Nice vision there. Finds 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. Gets the handball received. They just want to get and go here, the Giants. Zach Butter's good chase, but 𝐎𝐥𝐿𝐼𝐸 gets out in the space. That's not a good kick. And boundary throw it is. But what a first term like 𝐓𝐴𝐶𝐸 had, everyone. I mean, he's just been everywhere in that back half. Already having 9 touches. Really getting back to his fine form. Drew, that's a poor hand pass only as far as Cogs, but he recovers nicely with a smother. Giants still have possession though. Tom Green. It's a high kick round the corner. An air ball here. Briggsy can go get it. Bergman strong in the air. Good mark. Bergman now goes out across to 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸. 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸 now out into the space. Kick does not really favour Burn Jones. Could have been in the back there for Whitfield. Nothing paid. Ground level, very cleanly done there from Kelly. And now Lachie Ash. A low kick's a nice one. Finds 𝐸𝐿𝐼𝐸. He quickly plays on now. Deep towards a one-on-one. He's got the sit here. Riccardi. 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸 did well, but it trickles out the back. Oh, Riccardi miskicks it. Hogan now. And 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸 did well with the spoil. Rushes it through. Giants now by 2 points. And they are bringing the heat here. GWS really starting to get the ball more in their forward half and inside 50. Port haven't really been able to set the tempo or really gain control in their forward half too much from this game or from this start. Rosie now just chipping ball out across to McKenzie. Beautiful kick, and this could really set off Bergman. He goes quickly inside 50. Could favour Marshall. Great mark. Beautiful end-to-end movement there from Port. It was bold, corridor movement, elite. And Todd Marshall can go back. And this is where he has not been great, Todd Marshall, as of late. Usually one of the most accurate kicks in the comp for goal, but he was poor last week. So directly in front, needs to convert. Bergman's had a great start at this game. Really well done there, though. And does it equal a goal. Perriman back with the flying almost there. Just couldn't get his mitts on it. Tony Marshall now. With 2 minutes to go in this first term to put Port Adelaide back in front. Never in doubt. Kicks truly. Port by 4 points. Great first quarter of football this one is. Minute 58 to play in this first quarter. 97 possession, 63 GWS cutting up. Yeah, I mean, they've been rebounding much better than Port Adelaide. And yeah, I mean, they haven't really been able to set the tempo too much, but, you know, just obviously with the more limited disposals, been able to pick up their targets. But yeah, just around the footy, I think, yeah, the Giants are looking slightly better. That was just a beautiful kick, though. Well worked goal. 4 goals, 1 to 3 goals, 3. Good start to this game. High scoring. Off you go again in the middle. Hit out there from 𝐼𝐴𝐶𝐸. Nice tackle from Tom Green on Drew. Umpire's ball. GWS by a point, I'm calling it says passport. Don't mind that prediction. Pretty decent one. Little kick around the corner there. I think that was from 𝐴𝐿𝐿𝐿 or Daniels. Nice hands there from Ward. Now Kelly inside 50. Can Hogan get up here? Jesse Hogan, what a mark. Superbly done. It's been great to see Jesse Hogan's season this year, of course. Really improved his game. You know, obviously one of the top draftees from back in his draft year. He's getting a good run in it this year. Terrific contested mark. Well, chance for Hogan to put the Giants back in front here. Can he convert this goal in front of the Port faithful? Kicks on its way and sneaks home. Giants back in front with 56 seconds to play. 4 goals, 3:27. 4 goals, 1:25. Well, back and forth at the moment in this game. A few lead changes early on in this first term. But that was a really well worked goal again. Like just quick heads there from Ward, I think it was. Kelly inside 50. And they make it work. Well, back in the midfield we do go for another centre bounce here. Giants have been good on the centre clearances, but Port might be able to get one here. Travis Boak takes his time on the left foot inside 50. Doesn't really favour a Port player. That's going to be a holding free Sam Taylor's way. .40 seconds now to go until quarter time. Taylor just whacks it towards next contest. Hogan again flies. Great mark. That's been his definitely his positive about his game this year. He's been able to take some important contested marks across the year. Low kick from Hogan just finds a simple one of Ward. 𝐓𝐿𝐿𝐵 now. So 15 seconds to play. The Giants will head into the quarter time huddles with the lead by the looks of it. Brown, good mark. They might have a chance here at the back. Oh, they will. Toby Green can't play on. Wow, okay. Chance now for the Giants to extend their lead. Wow, you felt like it would have been quarter time by a 2-point margin, but Toby Green has a chance now to extend it. Just a quick out the back there and chip over the top worked. Cullen Brown able to find some space. And just obviously some great time awareness and game awareness there from Toby Green, knowing just to go back and back yourself in. And he kicked this goal. This will really bring the house down for the Giants fans. To make it an 8-point game heading into quarter time. Toby Green for his third of the quarter. And he's put that one across the face. 3-point margin it is at quarter time. Great start of this game. High scoring, high octane. Pressure's been great from both sides. And yeah, just with how the Giants have been going with it, I think their ball movement, rebounding has been the difference this quarter, hence why they are in the lead. They've been, I think, better around the footy than Port. A bit more tougher, a bit more cleaner too. That's always been the great thing from the Giants. Very clean side. Tom Green's been one of the players from that. I mean, Lachie Whitfield from halfback's been brilliant. 9 touches in the first term. 𝐴𝐿𝐿𝐿 with 9. Yeah, same with Tom Green too. Kieran Briggs, of course, as well. 7 touches for him. He's been great in the ruck, being able to take it out. Boot it forward. Josh Kelly, 10 touches for him. Brent Daniels, 3 touches and a goal. Jesse Hogan on the board too. But of course, one of Port Adelaide's best players that first term had to be Willie Rioli. 2 goals and a goal assist for him. He's been bringing the heat, 4 tackles. Houston's been great from halfback. Butters is starting to really get going. Bergman, I've liked his game. He's rebounding nicely and having a decent game. He's been alright as well. But yeah, this one you're just sensing this one goes right down the wire because both sides are having opportunities, a bit of lead changes, but I feel like the Giants have been slightly the better side this first quarter. We'll do the footy grid at half time, Bombers, mate, as we always like to do. Have a quick look at the team stats, of course, as well. So the inside 50 count is all even at 16 apiece. And obviously the Giants having the way more disposals, rebounding a lot more efficiently, moving the ball much better than Porter. 17 clearances to 6 the Giants' way. 13 to 3 stoppage clearances, just dominating in them in that area. Incentive clearances too. Plus 10 contest possessions that way. Porter just not good enough around the footy at the moment. Josh Kelly, Whitfield, Tom Green, 𝐴𝐿, all their midfielders are getting possessions. Like this is the important thing I think for any midfield. You've got to just rack up that football, and it's exactly what the Giants are doing. Meters gain leader, Kane Farrell with 192, and then Tom Green following in second with 149. 4 clearances as well for Tom Green early on this game. 4 intercept possessions for Josh Kelly, 3 to Bergman, 3 to 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴, 4 score involvements for Whitfield and Riccardi. 2 for Tom Green in terms of centre clearances, and 3 inside 50s for Tom Green and Toby Bedford. Is there anywhere I can watch this game online? I'm not too sure, Jevil, mate. I'd love to know so I could tell people like yourself, but yeah, no, there probably is some website out there, mate. But yeah, Giants by 3 at quarter time. Could potentially be going right down the wire with this game. G'day, Peter, mate. All I need, whoever wins this, is just to beat the Pies next week. Well, I'm guessing a lot of supporters who aren't a fan of the Pies will definitely be hoping for that. I mean, who would Pies prefer? Would they prefer playing the Port Adelaide? Would they prefer playing the Giants or Port Adelaide? I mean, the Giants are a bit of a nervous team. They obviously knocked off the Pies back in 2019 in the prelim final, so maybe they prefer Port because they knocked them there earlier this year. So, who knows? No chances online. The AFL have it wrapped up too much. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's been. I think just because of the AFL, it's a lot harder than like the Premier League or something because it's been broadcast by so many. The AFL's a bit more harder. Colin Fear, Toby Green. Yeah, no, they're one of the players that they don't like, and they can play good footy. You can play good footy against them. Yeah, g'day VD. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. But the atmosphere here is bad. First half, really late oval. Oh, nice, man. You're at the game. Yeah, it looks like a cracking crowd, mate. Hopefully, yeah, enjoy the rest of the game, man. And I feel like you're going to be in for a treat because this game could go right down to the wire. Tip power by 14, says Maxi. Yeah, well, I'd put Adelaide by 7 points. I felt this game was going to be close. And yeah, that's just, I mean, pretty much most finals have just been close this year. It just shows how even the comp has been, really. There was a great YouTube channel, heaps of old games uploaded, and the AFL shut it down. Oh, that's no good. I think I might know that channel. Is it Classic AFL Matches? Is that channel still up? Classic AFL Matches. Yeah, it is. Because you search it and the channel isn't here. Yeah, wow. Okay, so they got taken down. Righto. Okay. Well, yeah, that is a shame. I remember watching a bit of his channel, of course, as well. But yeah, like, I mean, I used to do a bit of highlights and stuff as well, so obviously I wouldn't be able to continue that. But yeah, they have started to really crack down on all that copyright and all that whatnot. I think, just in general. Like, usually you can screen record code and everything, but you can't do that anymore. It now shows like a grey screen, so yeah, they have really tightened it on restrictions and everything. Anyways, let's get in the second term. G'day, Taylor, mate. Thanks for streaming, been watching the last few. Yeah, no, appreciate the words, mate. That's what it's all about. A bit of a watch along, bit of fun and everything. And of course, the final series has been great too, so it's definitely always something to get up and about for. Second term, we're underway. So the Giants up by 3 points. at quarter time, and quarter number 2, we are now underway. So yeah, Port really needed to fix their efforts around the footy. They're just getting well beaten. And there you go, 𝐼𝐿𝐴, just another kick forward here for the Giants. Bergman in the air, couldn't take the mark. Wines taken under. Daniels, quick hands, is a nice on Tom Green. Whacks the kick forward. Bergman, he's just everywhere really in Port Adelaide's back half. Fumble there from 𝐼𝐿𝐴. 𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴, hands weren't great for Tom Green, but look at that, just strong core strength. And he just still somehow gets the footy. Out to Callaghan. Over the top now. This could work here for the Giants. Daniels, bit of a fumble. This is where Bedford does his craft. The pressure 𝐼𝐿𝐴 did well. Bedford, good tackle. Umpire's ball. Look at this from Tom Green though. He loses his footing, but yeah, Houston just couldn't pick up that footy. Tom Green, well done. Hit that now from Briggs. And a good tackle from Lloyd. Tom Green, another chance. He's just racking up the touches. That'll work for the Giants. A forward 50 stoppage. Look at that, plus 46 disposals for the Giants. That is just a domination. Uncontested possessions, and plus 29 as well. Houston now, probably one of Port's best plays in that first term. Gets out in the space for 𝐻𝐿𝐴, and now Horne-Francis whacks one on the shoe. Kick out towards the wing. Oh, geez, that was clever there from Charlie Dixon. Sort of a toe poke to keep in the air. And that's going to be a high tackle against Taylor. Burne-Jones is free. Kicking board finds Connor Rosie. He'll play on now a low kick. Not a great one. Boundary throw-in. I said good body work. Houston, well done. Gets the kick forward now here on the lead. Potentially Marshall. Couldn't take the mark. Chance now. Willem Drew. Left foot snap. There's a bend back. The crowd likes it. Right down the pipe. Great goal there from Willem Drew. Port Adelaide hit the lead. A lot of lead changes this game has already. 5 goals won for Port. They've brought their shooting boots early on here. Really well done though from Houston. Got that kick forward from the stoppage. Marshall brought it to the ground, and then yeah, great crumbing there from Drew. Left foot snap is home. No, unfortunately, don't, Charlie, mate. I'm actually talking about it earlier on. In fact, a few people were asking the question, and yeah, I think that I don't think you're sort of out of luck with it, unfortunately. Illegal streams, that is. Port games always have tons of lead changes for some reason. Yeah, I mean, they've been in a lot of close games this year, of course, as well. Yeah, great kick around the corner there from Willem Drew. Giants free here. Briggs his way. He'll quickly give it to 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Another centre clearance here for the Giants. Chance for Hogan. Great mark. Well, he lost his footing there, McKenzie. Couldn't bring that in the ground, and now 𝐿𝐴𝐴 Hogan can put the Giants back in front. Well, how about this from GWS? They've just been able to respond quickly whenever Port kick a goal. And can they continue the trend here with a Hogan set shot potentially? Yeah, I'm going well, thanks. No, mate. Hopefully you're going good yourself, mate. Well, she'll kick this goal. 𝐿𝐴𝐴 Hogan really pretty much directly in front. Should be no mistake from a key forward. Kicks on its way. Does it hold the line? It does. Right down the pipe. Giants back in front. Wowee. Quite literally, whenever Port kick a goal, the Giants kick one 30 seconds later. Not a bad turnout of Giant supporters, of course.
Giants have been so miserly since round 13 when their run began.
5 goals won, 5 goals 4. Yeah, good. Thanks, Lando, mate. Hopefully going well yourself, mate, as well.
Try and convert because it has become a stingy defence. Meanwhile, at the other end, they continue to convert.
So another goal pretty much out of the centre bounce for the Giants. I think that's 2 now from this game early on. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 inside 50. Another mark inside 50, of course, by Hogan. Yeah, McKenzie. Not good there. Just lost his footing. That's good to hear, Lando, mate. 𝐿𝐴𝐴 Hogan converting. Back in the middle we go. Hit out from Briggs. 𝐼𝐿𝐴 Did okay. Hands were nice to Callaghan. Now Tom Green, another centre clearance here for the Giants. They're just looking much better around the footy. Inside 50 again. Ball bobbles off the chest there of McKenzie. Now kick forward there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. He's been quiet so far. Juan Francis did well. Breaks free. Hands out into space for Connor Rosie. He can get in and go here. Who can he find? Charlie almost from the side. Born a dangerous spot here. McEntee, nice roving. Hands it out now to Todd Marshall. Can he get their side? Oh, well done there from Buckley. Much stronger. Kept his footing. Now Whitfield. Pressure again there from Riley Rowley, who's very good too. And the ball will find the boundary centre wing. Briggs and Lysette guard in the ruck. Oh, hits the deck. Beautiful clean-up. Beautiful clean pickup that was from Daniels. Now Green whacks a kick forward towards centre half forward. Bit of holding there between Brown and Farrell. Nothing paid. Ball trickles out the back. Maybe Toby Green. Time again. Just couldn't get the bounce. Riccardi did well. Hands out in the space. Can Josh Kelly kick a goal? He was brilliant last week. Can he get on the board? He can. Beautiful goal from Kelly. The Giants now by 9 points. And that's the highest margin of the game. By over a goal. What a year he's had, Josh Kelly. I mean, he's had a few injuries, of course, but when he's been in the side, I feel like he's had some great games. Great kick, great goal. Definitely one of the best on ground in last week's game too. He got the 10 coaches' votes, of course. Oh, we can start to hear here come the Giants' chants as well. But how about that? 20-9 in the clearances for the Giants. Looking much better and cleaner around the footy. And this is sort of what we did see last week against the Saints too. And this was an area I felt felt Port Adelaide would really come to play, but they're not showing it so far. Not really looking quite weak around the contest. And they just can't get the game on their terms as well. Just they keep on bashing and crashing it forward, not giving much time for these Port Adelaide players to rebound. Great tackle from Brown. Umpire's ball. Kick around the corner now. Toby Green, well done. Chance for Cogs. Can he kick a goal here again for the Giants? It's home. 2 quick goals from GWS. And now the margin extends out to 15. That's just brilliant stuff there from Stephen Coniglio. So many dangerous targets for the Giants been able to kick a goal, and Coniglio's definitely one of them. Well, starting to really run away with it now, the Giants. But Toby Green in there again. Doesn't really earn much stats for that, but just a little tap out direction was nice, and Coniglio goals. Let's see this again. It's a goal off a stoppage. This is where the Giants have been good. Little kick forward. I think that was from Daniels. And yeah, Toby Green. Just smack it out into space. That's what he does brilliantly. Now a bit of argy-bargy going on a bit as well. With Lyson and Briggs. Well, the Giants, bit of momentum now. They have every power to really start to kick away here. Big hit out that was, I think, from Lysette. Now, Collingwood did well. Tom Green, hands was nice. How about that? Out of 𝐓𝐿𝐴. Gets the kick forward again. Oh, great courage there from Farrell. Toby Green comes in quickly. Hand pass. Can he get it out? He can. Now Daniels. Bergman chasing his tail. Loses his footing. Brent Daniels now. High snap around the corner. Doesn't have the distance. It does, but it's around across the face. Sorry, goes for a point. Forgot to put it. Oh, yes. Sorry about that. I thought I did click it, but never mind. I didn't. Oh, g'day, James. Working out in Nigeria. Yeah, no, I appreciate the kind words, mate. Hopefully everything's going well over there in Nigeria, man. Welcome to the stream. Such an athlete, Toby Green. Yeah, no, definitely is. He's having a fine game. Early on, Josh Kelly. Just look at this. The Giants are just smooth movers everywhere. Around the footy, they're just all on the same wavelength with hand pass and everything. Now McKenzie, a low flat, kicks a nice one. Need a settler here, Port. They broke even, of course, on the inside 50s, but just haven't had much of the footy. That's not a good kick. Taylor will be eating that one up every day of the week. Giants looking strong. They sure are. Aussie Trump fan, hopefully going well, mate. G'day, Poppy. Welcome back to the stream, man. Hopefully you're going well yourself. Even if Giants 24 points up in the last quarter, Port will come back to his passport. All right, big call there. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 now. Was under the pump. Ollie Wines needs to get going. 𝐵𝐿, of course, he's another player that can spark the team. He needs to obviously lift as well. Houston, one of Port's first plays in the first term. Oh, Jack Buckley, brilliantly done the air. Did it legally, didn't give away high contact or front on contact free. Now, they just have the numbers here. The Giants pair him in quick hands out in the direction of Connor 𝐼𝐗𝐬. Just keeps it in with a check side. Kicks a nice one. Finds Cullen Brown. Yeah, I know. I mean, when was the last time that would have happened, Lockie? Both top 4 teams going out in straight sets. Be quite a while ago. Can't really think of the last time that happened. Now, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 hands out. A chance now. Who's that? Is that 𝐸𝐿𝐴? Yes, it is. He can go for goal here. Hands over the top to Daniel Lloyd. Gives it to Daniels. Over the top now. On his favourite side for Hogan. Kicks the goal. It wasn't his favourite side. It's the right footer, but still. Beautifully worked goal from GWS. Oh, they're just playing with confidence now. 22-point margin. And this is just like the Saints game last week. It is just a carbon copy. Cleaner in the coal face. Winning the ball better. And how they're moving it is exquisite. Just the cohesion with how they're moving it is remarkable. Wow. 5 goals, 1 to 8 goals, 5. Really starting to dominate now, the Giants.
Well, that one was off the back of a contest. Ball came to ground in the middle of the centre square, but they're winning contested possession everywhere. +16 for the game. And then just running for each other, running in numbers so they can link up and chain together.
Okay, I don't know if they're going well, mate. Well, the Giants just... What a second quarter they're putting together. 4 unanswered goals now for the Giants. And look at this, just out of the middle again. Way too easy. Callum Ward now. He goes inside 50. Can they find another mark? Chance for Lloyd. Good ball from Bergman. Gives it back. No, poor hand pass. Gives it straight to Bedford. Nice tackling there from Bergman. And going to be umpire's ball. The bye after round 23. Yeah, that is true, to be fair, Passport. It does give yeah, a bit of rest for those teams, of course, because, you know, everyone has a week off at least. Now, chiseling ball inside 50 from Ward. Not a really favourable kick, but he competes all right there, Cullen Brown. Fumble there from 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴, and a nice tackle there from Riccardi. They need to start really winning the footy from the source here, Port. Look at this, 33 to 9 uncontested possessions, killing them on the outside as well as the inside. Josh Kelly now, kick was smothered, soccers it forward. Fumble there from 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐴, he's not really having the greatest game. Look at that, from Bedford just hunting. Prelim finals favour the top 2 sides, they are well rested. Yeah, I mean, always the week off does help if you do win the qualifying final, of course. And you can stay at home all the way to a grand final, really. 𝐵𝐿 now. Instantly just tackled. Great pressure there from Cogs. And it's holding the ball. Okay. No, sorry, that was 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 Cumming winning that free. It's going to be Josh Kelly's ball. No, it's going to be Cumming's ball. Playing with full confidence in the moment, the Giants. Pressure's really lifted, of course, this second term. They're well beaten. They tackled the pump, but now starting to get a lot more tackles themselves. Yeah, no, fair enough call. 𝐵𝐿 just did dispose of it correctly. And he sort of jumped over the top of a defender too, so... Fair enough call in the end. Now, 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐴 Cumming. The boy from Riverina. Broken heel, actually, I think it is. Never mind. Kick's on its way. That's a great kick. Does it have the distance? It does. 𝐿𝐴 could not do anything there. Well, he could when fucking Ollie Florin kicked the goal. Bloody hell. Anyways, enough of me talking about the Swans. I've done that enough this year. 28-point margin. Bloody hell. How about this? Second term. A goalless second stanza for Port Adelaide. They're just looking shell-shocked now. And this is 2021 prelim vibes at the moment. I mean, obviously they didn't start as poor as this game, but they're just looking a little bit shocked at the moment. Not looking tough around the footy. Instantly tackled as soon as they get it. And they just have no tempo. They can't move the ball well. Instantly just rebounded with ease from the Giants. And Isaac Cumming on the board. Go for the Swans, Maros, mate. Dixon now. Hands it out now to 𝐼𝐿𝐴. Gets the centre clearance. That's a nice mark from Travis Boak. Now, can they get a goal from the centre bounce? He breaks 2 tackles. Can the veteran kick a goal from 55? It's a deep entry, only a lot of chance. Now, it did go in, did go for home. And it did trickle through, but is it going to be touched? Believe it's a behind. Let's see if it was touched. Now, it doesn't really look like it was much of a touch from that angle. Oh, geez, don't tell me 𝗏𝐿𝐴 hand. Maybe hit the leg of Taylor. Yeah, you can see the wriggle on the calf. Yeah, you can see it. Yeah, there you go. Wow. That's well officiated there. Sam Taylor on the line. Well, Port Adelaide still goalless second term, and we're about halfway through the second quarter. Whitfield now to kick it back into play. And he goes out towards the wing. Hogan in the air. Competed all right. Just couldn't take the mark. Drew. Hand pass wasn't great. Boundary throwing. This is why thick calves and point. You never know when you need them. They're very good. Very well said. But, you know, for some of us, it's a bit tricky. As you know, I'm like, what, 186 centimetres, so I can't really get bloody big calves or anything. You know, you've probably seen more meat. You look at me and you've probably seen more meat than 𝗏𝐻𝑆 pencil, to be honest. But, you know, not fully muscly, but you know what I mean. I'm okay. Anyway, enough about me looks. Mackenzie now. Oh, geez, poor kick there from Drew. He puts Rosie under the pump. But he's able to break free hands. Terrible from Rosie. Ward now off the turnover. Could make Rosie pay here, the Giants. Ward. Handball received to 𝐤𝐿𝐴. He breaks free. Low kick. Oh, he got in the way there, Toby Green. But Lloyd did well. Chiseling ball all low 𝐤𝐿𝐴. And he can go back. Just options galore for the Giants. How about that, though? From Connor Rosie. He's not really making mistakes like that. That's just terrible. That is just poor and lethargic play from Rosie. Oh, you betcha, Lockie, mate. Okay, now. Plus 11 inside 50s now for the Giants. Really starting to run away with this game of footy. To extend the margin out to even higher. 𝐤𝐿𝐴's kick. Misses. Oh, well. 28-point margin. Yeah, no, I'm 186, mate. And to be honest, I could still grow a little bit. I'm a bit of a late bloomer, you know. Could be playing. Yeah, it's not a bad height. Third tall defender, you know, just intercepting back in the day like I was. Nah, I was a fucking bruise-free player. Let's be honest. I was just sitting on the. I wasn't a seagull, but you know, I was in the marking contest, but you know, I wasn't getting in and under for any footies. I just let all the big boppers do it. Anyway, look at that. Just from ease again. 𝐤𝐿𝐴 is having a great quarter. Inside 50 finds Hogan. Back in the good old days, yes. Yes, indeed. What's going on with the power, says Noah. Yeah, no, it's not been ideal from them. Just as I said, looks shell-shocked, not moving the ball with any confidence. And they're just allowing the Giants to walk over. And there's now Jesse Hogan's kick to extend the margin. Does it swing back? Doesn't enough. Another behind here for GWS. Yeah, I'll go for the Swans, Murrows, mate. Now Farrell will get the handball received. They just need something here, Port. They just always first the footy here, the Giants. Whitfield. Now Kelly. Over into space now for 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿, who had a fine week last week. Horn Francis, great tackle, but he gets it out. Toby Green towards the pocket. He's got this here to Riccardi. That's Hogan. And that's going to be a free against McKenzie. Lack of discipline there. He pulled the Guernsey. And Jesse Hogan will line up. Giants social media team going to pop off tonight. Oh, very nice. Well, it's sort of like a mutual relationship, but I know who that. I know who the admin is for that GWS person is. I follow him on Instagram. His name's 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝. He graduated from high school around when I was like in year 7 or year 8. He was like mates with Tom Highmore, who plays for the Saints and stuff. But yeah, no, he's the admin of the Giants. So he's the guy behind all those memes and everything, which they do love to put up. Well, it's directly a 5-goal game, which, it's a bit of two ways to think about it. It might not seem like a big, massive margin, but, geez, this game feels like it's a 10-goal margin almost, with just how the Giants are playing there, just dominating. Willie Rioli needs to lift this second team. He was brilliant the first quarter. He's a chance now. Good hands from Horn Francis. 2 1-on-1, Ollie Lloyd. Looks like he's beaten there from Buckley. And it's going to be a free to Buckley. Did well. Fujito's going all the way, says Raiden. If they're playing like this, I'll give them a good chance against the Pies. I think they're playing a similar style to how the Pies are. They're just tough around the footy, and they're just moving it so clean and efficiently, which is similar to the Pies as well. And they're just bashing and crushing it forward as well. Buckley now out of the 50. Now 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 having a great half of footy. Breaks the tackle out in the space. Can they just continue the chain forward here? Because they've just got numbers roaming forward here. Riccardi, a deep entry. Can the Irishman Callum Brown take a mark? Ball trickles out the back. And it stays in. Toby Green twists and turns the snap. Oh, that would have been something special. Another minor score for GWS, and that's about 4 points in a row now. They could be up by about 9 or 10 goals at the moment. Bloody hell. Good mark there from Charlie Dixon. Got the keys mixed up. Oh, Charlie, poor kick. Connor Ida, a good mark. As a Pies fan, I'm looking forward to bringing that GWS, bring it on. Yeah, fair enough, no man, mate. And that's going to be a bounty throw-in. Bedford now. Tom Green gets the hand pass out. Look at Bedford go. He can go maybe all the way here. No, Lockie Jones is there to arrive to him. But almost marked from Toby Green there. Another forward 50 stoppage here for the Giants. Leading by 31 points. And now a chance, almost there, from Daniels. He misses. 32 points it is now. 𝐼𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 should have taken that mark, and maybe the power can make him pay off that drop mark. Hands out in the space. Burn Jones inside 50, just not a good kick. Terrible. Straight to Perryman. They're just getting all the matchups right at the moment, the Giants. Perryman out of the 50. Out across now. Finds Keith. 9 goals 10 to 5 goals 2. Could be up by a lot more here, GWS. And now a boundary throw in just outside the Giants forward 50.
Problems continue for Port Adelaide. Scott Licence come to the bench, holding the right ankle. It looks very problemable.
So here's a problem at a time when Port need to find a spark. Giants continue to have all of the answers. 𝐬𝐴𝐿 swung around, didn't have the football for much.
Now a high kick there from Burton. That's better. Marshall marks. Needs to give it to someone, but he will go by foot to another one-on-one. Taylor did well. Ball trickles out the back, but they got the reinforcements here through Whitfield. Clean hands. He finds 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻𝐪. And the flat kick's a nice one. Finds Sam Taylor. Kingsley and 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐻, the two best coaches of the year, tagging 2 teams unlikely make midway through season prelim finals. Yeah, well, I was thinking if the Giants make the prelim, I reckon Kingsley's the coach of the year. 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐻, I mean, close second. I mean, if 𝐓𝐻𝐿𝐻 somehow, I mean, if one of these teams make the grand final, they'll be the coach of the year. You know, yeah, it's got to be Kingsley, though. I mean, he's just done a remarkable job. And now there's a chance again for the Giants. Socket forward, break. They're able to break free. Daniels all alone inside 50. Another chance for 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻 coming up. To make this a 38-point game. How old are you? How old are you? Tell me, Cross. I'm a big interrogator or something. 20 years old, 1 foot, mate. Jake Riccardi, can he slot this one home? Yeah. Wrong side of the post. Jeez, the Giants. I mean, how many points in a row have they had now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points in a row for the Giants. 6! Bloody hell. Go for the Swans, Madfoot, mate. Buckley, good attack on the footy. Again, just everywhere. They're just looking so composed, the Giants. Beautiful. Now they are moving the footy. Whitfield out in the space now. This does make 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻 work. Can Burns Jones apply the pressure? He can. And will be a boundary throw-in.
Desperate faces in the crowd.
On the other side of the coin, we've got the Giants who are feeling it. So for Whitfield to roll and take that
55 to 78 contest possessions too. An ugly number. And look at that. That's almost double uncontest possessions. Fucking hell. Just
Spikes it back towards the boundary line. And
crazy stuff.
Tom Green getting a little bit of feedback from the cheap seats, but
3 minutes to go. Giants have form, doubling the score. Pies already planning.
not have played any better.
Yeah, I mean, definitely there'll be a few Pies players watching this one, you'd think.
Continues to trend this way.
Because they're playing similar to how the Pies are. Now inside 50 here for Port Adelaide. Can they get a goal before the half here? Marshall, tap out in the space. Doesn't work. Taylor again. Having a good half of footy. Good there from 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻. He gets the hand pass out. But straight to a Giants 𝐵𝐻𝐿𝐻. Buckley. Works to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻. Did too much. Should be holding the ball there. And it is. Who's it going to go to? Is it going to go to Marshall or is it going to go to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐻? Well, that's better pressure there from Port. Arrived in numbers. And there we go. What coach do you think's the most underrated? Well, I'd obviously still say Kingsley in a way, but probably not underrated in a way now.
Shot a goal just before half-time. They're completely outplayed.
I don't know. It's sort of hard to say that because you always just got to reflect it off the performance too. But I mean, yeah, Kingsley's still definitely underrated, I think now. Well, can Tony Marshall kick this goal to make it 6 goals 2 to cut the margin back? Kicks on its way. Wrong side of the posts. That's their first score of this quarter, Port, I think. Is it? No, of course. They kicked that goal from Willem Drew early in the second. I forgot about that. That's 1 goal 1 now for Port in this second term. Whilst for the Giants, it is a 5-goal 7. 5-goal 7 quarter to them. Anyway, there we go. Butters marks inside 50. Well, if it's any man to spark up the side for Port Adelaide, it's him. I'm saying McRae's the coach of the year. I mean, if he wins the flag, then I think he's definitely a chance. But I think for the coach of the year, you've got to look at like the scenarios and everything. Like Craig McRae pretty much won it off that last year. Made the prelim after the Pies finished 17th for a first-year coach. Very well done. So yeah, I think that's like similar like Kingsley as well too. Butters now, can he kick this goal? No, another miss for Port. 5 goals 4 now. 31-point margin. Yeah, that's a fair comment there, Lockie, mate. I think he's been able to do well with the group he's had this year, and I think they're definitely on the rise for next year, you'd think. And the ball will stay in. Travis Boker up. Well, under a minute. A few inside 50s as of late here for Port, but need some goals. Deep entry. Chance for Marshall. Can he get the hands out? 𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 breaks the tackle. No, did too much. No, he got the hands out there. Connor Rozee can kick a goal, and he does. No, it's touched. It's touched. Okay. Now it's a score review. I think there's a... Yeah, you can see. Yeah, you can see the ball deviate. Yeah, well done from the goal umpire there, and he did the right thing to at least call a rush behind. Not touch behind, sorry. Well, that is now 3 points in a row for Port. Well, they've had a chance to kick a few goals in a row here, but just can't take their chances. Free to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿. Well, under 30 seconds to play. It's going to be another inside 50 here for Port. Inside 50, maybe Marshall to fly. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵𝐵, can he kick a goal? It's a high kick. Is it home? Another miss. That's 4 points in a row now for Port. Force Port the Blues like 15th preliminary final 10 years. Force to be brought to life for the Blues. Yeah, I mean, everyone, you can make a fair point for pretty much every coach that's going to be contender for the coach of the year. Well, 𝐻𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿 now will go out of the fence. Ball will stay in. Looked like it was about to go out in the full there. Well, 7 seconds to play. 8 seconds, sorry. What a second quarter from GWS. You could sort of sense it in that first term. You felt slightly the better side. Their first quarter was great with the clearance game and better around the footing. They've just been able to put that and convert with scoreboard pressure. They've gotten some goals from centre bounces. They've looked tough around the footy. They look settled in defence. They've had a great half of footy. And, hey, up by 29 points at half-time against Port Adelaide, a side that's very good at home. Absolute success in the first half, and honestly could be up by more. They kicked 6 points in a row throughout that second term as well. But Ken Hinkley has plenty of thinking to do. Last 3 minutes or so, Port got their inside 50s, and them too kicked 4 points in a row. So, you know, I feel like this third quarter still, you know, has a little bit of an interesting factor to it, because I feel like Giants are keeping the door open. But with Port, if they're able to bring that, you know, repeated entry game like they did those last few minutes of that quarter, you never know. But hey, it's only 29 points, so it's under a 5-goal game. So under 5 goals, it's not impossible for Port, but the Giants are just clearly still looking like the better side. Around the footy much better. They're looking clean with how they're moving it, and they're just dazzling Port. They're shell-shocking their midfield, really, with how they're moving the ball. It's some exciting stuff. 5 goals, 6, 9 goals, 11. I'm going to go take a whiz, everyone. And when I get back, we'll do the old footy grid and all that whatnot. But yeah, nah, brilliant half of footy. I think that has been from the Giants. I'll be back in a sec. Right, everyone, I'm back. So yeah, we'll get we'll have a look at the team stats. We have to look at that. But yeah, no, I think plenty of people are getting on that Giants bandwagon at the moment. Exciting stuff they're playing. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐿𝐼, wow, what a half of footy. 20 touches, goal to his name, 2 marks. He's been brilliant. 9 contest possessions too. He's looked very good. Yeah, 35 inside 50s to 26 for the Giants. 29 clearances to 12 as well, smacking him in the stoppage game. And that's where Port have been pretty good too. Contest possessions plus 18. Just looking dominant. Really around the footy. But yeah, no, sorry, 22 touches to 𝐼𝐞 𝐿𝐼. I read that wrong. Stats in an update. 5 clearances to him as well. 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐼's been great as that halfback flanker. 19 disposals for him. 4 clearances and 17 touches for Tom Green. Like, they're just getting the output from the midfield. And when your mids can get those touches, especially for the Giants, if how they play, I mean, yeah. They're just firing on all cylinders at the moment. G'day, Shaun, welcome to stream. I don't forget well. Intercept possessions, 𝐬𝐻𝐻𝐿𝐼 has 5, so he's doing it all, really. Josh Kelly. 𝐸 𝐿𝐼 with 4. How about this though? Brent Daniels, 9 intercept possessions. No, sorry. 9 score involvements. Huge stuff. Very underrated play. 𝐸 𝐿𝐼 has 8. Riccardi, Jesse Hogan, Toby Green's got 7. Sending clearances 2 to Ward, 𝐸 𝐿𝐼, Green and Briggs. Inside 50s, 5 to Boak and Green. Boak's honestly looking like their best midfielder at the moment. But you know, Zach Barley's just a 7 touches for him. You know, Connor Rosie as well, only 9. But Rosie going at 44%. Butters 42. Not looking very efficient with ball in hand as well. But yeah, you know, if the Giants can just really kick truly, they should be winning this game of footy with ease. And you know, Port, I still think Port are a little bit lucky. This is only a 5-goal game. Like, it really should be a bit more of a margin. Cheers for subscribing, Hunter. Appreciate it, mate. But yeah, you know, the Giants as well as the backs have been tremendous as well. That's another area to look at as well. Just looking like a complete better side, simple as that. Anyways, let's hold on a sec, I'll just line up. Let's get on to the old 𝐓𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴 and footy grid, shall we?
Certainly brilliant to watch at ground level, that's for sure, guys.
Yeah, and we have a huge second half coming up.
Sorry, fellas, excuse the chewing, of course.
Monday, a huge episode of Counters. The team breaks down all the semi-finals and looks ahead to next weekend's preliminary finals. 𝐷𝐶 they'll feature Giants coach Adam Kingsley and the reigning premiership coach Chris Scott.
You're watching Finals Footy on Fox, brought to you by
Right, everyone. Apologies, I'll load it up now. Okay. So, of course, if you're new to the streams, everyone, like we always like to do, we do the footy grids and all that, but we'll kick it off with the daily 𝐴𝐴𝐴𝐴. So, I've been pretty good in some good form. Who's this going to be? I'm going to go Ned Reeves. Nah. From Victoria, so it's a Victorian club. And Iraq. I don't know, does it look like Jeremy Cameron? I'll go for him. Yeah, it doesn't really look like him. Well, he's a tall player, though. So, I think it's a key defender. Because it's not a ruck, it's not a key forward, so it's got to be a key defender. And same colour, so it could be like Carlton or something. White in there too. No, it doesn't look like a 𝐷𝐶 𝐼𝐵. Tall player too. I'll go Dougal Howard. Okay, well I'm right. It's a key defender. No, it's from a Victorian club. Aussie Tribe fan. Ryan Gardner? Yeah, no, I think you're right. There you go, sweet. Nice there from Bombers. Beautifully done. Ryan Gardner, not our best one, but no, chat involved, you'll have to see it. Now let's see these footy grids. Now, is it going to be, yep, Giants and Port. Right. I don't think there's too many players to go over, really. I just have to go Chad Corns, probably. He's one of the most popular. Average 15 plus uncontested possessions for a season. Three goals for GWS Jed Lamb. Okay. Go for him. Oh, very nice. That's great there from Lockie Jack. Beautifully done. 10 Brownlow votes in a season. someone like a 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐿 get 10 votes? Probably. Yeah, yes. Yep, 4%, not bad. Very nice, Lockie. There's a lot of options to go here for someone like Port. Average 15 uncontested possessions. It's quite an amount. Could go like 𝐴𝐿𝐿 or something. I'm going to go Josh Carr. Can average over 15. Okay. Port Adelaide, Travis Boak teammate. I'll go, I don't know, Jasper Pittard. 1%. Three goals in a game and averaging over 15 contested possessions a season. Maybe, might as well just go, surely 𝐴𝐿𝐿's kicked over 3 goals. There you go, nice one. Good guess. Brownlow votes and averaging on 15 uncontested possessions. A lot of options here. Maybe 𝐓𝐡𝐞 and that. Bit of an unorthodox one there. Brownlow votes and Travis Boak teammate. Maybe is there like a player that played for Port early on, then moved and played better at that new club? Maybe that's one to think about too. Yeah, I mean, like an obvious one's like Wines or something, one of the top rated players, but trying to think of sort of like maybe sort of harder to get ones. I mean, Robbie Gregory would be an obvious one too. I don't know, 𝐬𝐿𝐿 maybe? Did not get 10 of, wow. How do you not get 10 Brownlow votes? Bloody hell. Never mind. Well, this is going to be a terrible grid. 3 goals in the game and Travis Boak teammate will go Jack Watts. Deary me, that's not good. Not one of our best ones. We'll do the other one, which will probably be similar. 3 goals in a final. Bloody hell. 3 goals in a final. Footy good to forget. 32 possible answers. And Stuart Drew maybe back in the day. Go Brendan Lade. Oh, great guess. 1%. That's a good one. 3 goals for GWS. 14 possible answers. Maybe someone like... Maybe Finlayson? He could be one to ponder about. Finlayson kicked 3 in a final. You feel like he probably has, eh? Maybe 𝐓𝐿𝐴. We'll go Finlayson. Nice guess, 5%. Premiership player and 3 goals in a final. Well, I wish it was 2 goals in a final because I'd be going Mitch Morton right away. That'd be a good one to tick over. I'll just go Barry Hall. Wow, 0.5%. That's a good. I thought it'd be a bit higher when you think about it. Hey, g'day Joyce. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully going well. Okay, teammate with. Or is the game getting back on? Looks like players are back out there. We'll go quick. We'll go quickly. Teammate. Bishop. Teammate. Dom Tyson. Premiership player. Josh Carlson, obvious sort of one, 3%. 40 goals in the season. Stuart Dew. 40 goals? Probably not, eh? I'll just go Treadray. We have a lot of high ones, so we can afford to go a bit of a lower one. Yeah, Treadray, 12. GWS, 40 goals in a year. Only 9 possible answers. Jeez, there's not really many I can think of. Jeremy Carroll, just go Cameron. 17%. And then the last one, Premiership playing 40 goals in a year. A lot of options to go for here. I'm going to go. We're going to go quick. Stephen Johnson. Steve Johnson. 0.7. Hey, that's good. 41, I'll take that. Not a bad score. Okay, let's get back in this second half. So, yeah, fair enough. A lot of interest thinking this one's done. But, hey, you know, I like to keep optimistic with teams. And you never know. I mean, the last few minutes from Port were decent. They are going to get a few inside 50s. Couldn't convert, though. So, if they can kick the first goal of the second half, or maybe the first two, could be game on. Because, again, it's under a 5-goal game. Nine goals, 11.65. 5 goals, 6.36. Again, like you feel like the Giants could be up by more of the chances they've missed. Bergman playing on Toby Green. Maybe that's a bit of a switch up. I thought Bergman's half was actually okay. So it looks like he might get the attention. Toby Green instead. Right, well, let's get in this third term. Giants by 29 points. Will they continue their dominant second term similar to this third quarter, or will we see maybe a switch in things? Will Port Adelaide lift? Zach Butters falls over. Hand pass just doesn't really favour Wines. And now Kane Farrell, well done there from Tom Green, getting the hands in the way. Ball goes to the deck. Lysette there first. Hands are nice to Butters. And he can get a centre clearance here, out towards the direction of 𝐴𝐿𝐴𝐵. That's going to be a free. Connor Iden, with that, he takes the mark anyway. Beautifully done. Nice mark there from Lockie Jones. Boak now plays on towards half forward. Good oh, nope, sorry, Ollie Lord dropped it. Has a bit of time though. Gives it back to Butters. Second touch early on here. Now Travis Boak. Centering ball. Who can fly? 𝐼𝐻𝐿 maybe a chance. He brings in the ground nicely. 𝐵𝗨 𝗏𝗏. He was electric the first term. And there we go. He's got the first of the second half. Important major there for 𝗏𝗏, who's been one of Port's best this game. Well, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, it's under 4 goals. It's under 4 goals this game. So, you know, it feels like it's still a game. It's still a gettable margin for Port, even though the Giants were just clearly the better first half team. Yeah, exactly, Lockie, mate. They had the chance to really put the foot in the throat. G'day, Kai, mate. As Swans fans, if I was to rank the teams I'd want to win, it would be 1 Brisbane, 2 Port Adelaide, 3 Carlton, 4 GWS, 5 Collingwood, please, Brisbane. Yeah, fair enough, mate. Imagine that, though. Imagine the Giants win this game and they beat Collingwood and Brisbane win. We'd have a non-Victorian grand final. I think all us Swans fans would rejoice with that. But, you know, may the best teams win, as we always say. Butters, another centre clearance inside 50 here. Ball bobbles out the back in the direction of 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Clean hands, Sam Taylor. Oh, couldn't get a clean break. 𝗏𝗨 barging through. Did that well, Buckley. Oh, it's insufficient 10 against Buckley. Oh, that's a bit of an unfortunate call. Usually you see that those aren't paid. Seems like a stiff free. But now 𝗏𝗨 has a chance to make this 17 points. Yeah, very nice, Badger, mate. Very nice. What a better way to spend your Saturday night. Lovely pizza. 𝗏𝗨's kick. He's made a muck of that. That's out the full. Brisbane feels like a Geelong or Hawthorn winning, just not as many supporters going crazy. Yeah, I guess in a way. You know, it is harder for those non-Victorian teams to win it. Winning at the G Grand Final day is definitely a tough task. Himmelberg now out of defence. He goes. Good mark there, Toby Bedford. Really well done. Bedford now out into space. Kick could work for Hogan. Bergman did well to leave his man. Tom Green, how about that? Beautifully done. He keeps it in. And now Toby Green to a 1-on-1. That looks like a good kick for Keefe. Just lost his bearings a bit. 𝗏𝗏 was able to get the defensive act in. Who will make the final? I think the favourites definitely are Brisbane and Collingwood. So I guess that's your easy answer there. Nice mark there from Jack Buckley. And he'll go out across and we'll find Josh Kelly. Josh Kelly now inside 50. And a good mark there from Houston. Oh, and it's a block free. Going to go 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴's way. And he can now potentially get this goal to get the goal back from for the Giants. Let's see this again. Yeah, McKenzie, I mean, yeah, you just didn't really have eyes for the footy there. Those are paid sometimes, I guess, fair enough. And they're a little bit stiff, those ones at the same time, though, but we see them, fair enough. 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 now. Can add to the pain for Port supporters here. Kicks on its way. Looks good. Great kick, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Beautifully done. 10 goals, 11-71. 6 goals, 6-42. They extend the margin back out now. 29 points.
different if you turn your back and take your eyes off.
Score that Jesse Hogan was playing footy, thought he retired. Yeah, it's a fair statement. I mean, bloody, I think a few people, he has had a few poor years, but this year has been magnificent. So I think he's been, yeah, it's great to see it. And of course, the 9 goals against Essendon. But he's just made some nice cameos this year and everything. So, yeah, he's been good to watch. Umpire's ball. Well, goal each in this third term. Daniel's great attack on the footy. Can just use his pace to sprint out to the outside and hit out the target of Josh Kelly. Now Josh Kelly goes towards half forward. Kick doesn't really favour many Giants plays. McKenzie's able to mop up. Willem Drew competed well there. Boundary throw in.
Not noticing any major difference with the way Port Adelaide are setting up. Kenny was pretty strong with Shaun Dux at half time. He's just going to back this midfield in to be better around the contest.
𝐚𝐤𝐿 now, really well done. Left foot kick. Oh, that's beautiful in the non-preferred. He finds Toby Green on the lead. He wants to go quick. Into space, a chance. That's a great kick. Jessie Hogan on the mark again. There's a chance now to go back and kick a couple. I think this is a chance for his third. Oh, geez, chance for his fifth. Jeez, I didn't realise he had 4 goals. I was going through the New South Wales players and only 12 players are from Greater West Sydney area, so I don't understand people saying GWS and Sydney don't deserve an academy. Yeah, you know, I mean, bloody, it just happens. People complain about them. I mean, every team's benefiting it. You know, not just only us. Jessie Hogan swings back. Ah, no, it's the post. I mean, obviously Tom Green through the academy too. They got him. But, you know, like, it's just how it works, really. You don't really hear much noise from them about the Giants with the academy and all that. But, you know, yeah, Tom Green's an absolute star. It's going to be high contact free going Buckley's way. And he's had a great year, of course, as well, Jack Buckley. Wasn't in the round 1 side. I think, if I remember, it was 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 that they did favour. But he did come into the team and he hasn't looked back since. Buckley now will go inside 50. And the ball go over the boundary. So game's directly a 5-goal game. 30 points. Umpire's ball. It's going to be hard for Port to come back and win. Yeah, no, they're struggling to find it. I mean, they kicked the first goal, but sort of falling back into their old habit. Like, they just can't really like the ball in their forward half that much. But here's a chance now from the stoppage. They are able to break free here through 𝐵𝐸. Great smother from 𝐼𝐗₂. And the ball, again, will find the boundary. Can't remember one Sydney side ever having one and come. Yeah, it's never really a thing, Kai, mate. Finn Callahan now, hand passes poor. And now 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐼 can get a kick forward. Taylor, brilliantly done in the air. Against Charlie Dixon. Taylor will go out across now. Find Jack Buckley. Nice mark there from Dan Houston. Wants to go quickly here. He gains some metres, finds some space, and now will drive it inside 50. Maybe from the side only, Lord. That's a great mark. He had a great week last week out against Brisbane in their qualifying final loss with 4 goals. I mean, nice to see him get on the board here. G'day, Aussie, mate. Welcome to the stream. Nice mark there from Law coming in from the side. And Houston, I mean, he's just the man that can generate all this.
Didn't give time for any Giants defenders to lay off and come third man in. Lord with the run and jump.
Ollie Lord now. Just the one touch from him so far. And he kicks truly. Gets it back under 5 goals. 24-point margin. 7 goals 6 to 10 goals 12. Well, Port aren't completely giving up here. It still looks like a favourable margin and you know, a game in favour of the Giants, but hey, it's a 4-goal game directly. Port need another 2 goals, two quick goals over here. Yeah, couldn't put it right, 𝐓𝐡𝐞. Hopefully going well, by the way, mate. Yeah, hopefully your channel and all that and content's been good, mate. But yeah, no, you definitely put it right. It's weird, like the Giants I still feel have been a complete better side, but yeah, you know, Port, mate, 2 goals and, well, they're winning the quarter. They're winning this quarter, so it's something to think about. He's fired up, Oil Lord. 5 goals in this final series now. Tom Green, though, this is where the Giants have been great. Centre clearance dominance. Gets another one here. I think that's like his 4th centre clearance, just individually as well. 𝐷𝐻𝐻𝐿, great attack on the footy. Good pressure there from Daniels. Tap out now was good from Houston. He finds Butters. Wants to go corridor. Most of his kicks tonight have just looked corridor. Finds Dan Houston now. He'll play on. That's a beautiful kick. How about that? Out across to the wing of 𝐷𝐻𝐻𝐿. And now a chance for Kane Farrell. Yeah, kick's not good. They have the numbers of the Giants, but oh, no, too strong in the air. Sam Taylor, brilliantly done. Setting up really well in defence here, the Giants. And now 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐵𝐵 can chip it out across in direction for Connor Idun. The ball will stay in from here. And now we'll go at the other side. Quick towards a one-on-one. Oh, yep, that's going to be front on contact. Fair enough, Free. I mean, to be fair, Lachie Jones sort of, you know, sort of got under him there. It sort of looked like unintentional almost, but yeah. Guy on Twitter blocked me because I called him out for wanting Pickett to spend for 5 weeks. Concussion post pretty simple, don't we? Yeah, I mean, well, that's Twitter for you, Kai, mate. You make an opinion, people have a sook. I mean, Twitter's basically just a circle jerk of bitching and moaning. That's why you don't actually take it seriously. You know, I just sometimes put memes and stuff up on there, you know. You know, like I like to put my opinion about on the Swans or a particular subject. That's what Twitter's for, I think. But people just fucking suck on it way too much. But yeah, the Pickett bump wasn't a great one, so suspension is justified. Anyway, nice kick there, Willem Drew. So yeah, Port they're able to move the ball a bit more freely this third term. This should work for Marshall. Tony Marshall's taking the mark. And speaking of what you said, Kai, Todd Marshall's another New South Welshman. Doesn't want to return home, in a way. Okay. Oh yeah, that's just, yeah, they just couldn't hit the target there of Josh Kelly off the turnover. Chance for Port to score off it. 1 week for direct head contact, 2 weeks for a guy who passes concussion tests, and 3 for contagious plague, so there's no repeat suspension rule. Yeah, no, definitely. 100%. Todd Marshall now, chance for his second, and to get this game to 3 goals. Can he convert? He sure can. Well, this game's starting to get alive a little bit. Here come the pair, as 𝐓𝐴𝐿𝐵 says it. Righto. Well, it's at least good to see as a neutral. It's not going to be a repeat of the 2021 prelim where it's just Port completely die out. Having a good third term here. It's now 3-1 third quarter in their favour. Closer game makes it better for the neutrals. Yeah, and that's been the theme of this final series so far. There seems to be some close games. Power. One of my favourite chants, you know, I love Collingwood's good. Here Come the Giants are good, but you know, I love the power one. Power. It's an absolute beauty. Well, here we go. Horn Francis breaks free. Now a hand pass from there. Not great there from 𝐼𝐴. Great attack on the footy there from Toby Green. Whitfield, he's had a great first half. Green. Hands puts Callahan under the pump, but this is where the Giants have been great. Just been so composed with ball in hand, and they get it out now in the direction of Callum Brown, the Irishman. He keeps his feet out across to Perryman. Left foot kicks. Not really great, but is able to mop up. Quick hands. 𝐼𝐴. Now, couldn't be clean there. The ball trickles out. Lockie Jones, the former plumber. He couldn't do much. He's dispossessed. Bedford, well done. Ash, quick hands. Callahan goes under. Not a high tackle given. Burn Jones, nothing. He gets it forward. They're just bash and crush relentless bodies. This is what finals footy's all about. Umpire's ball. Great passage of play there. Yeah, no, it is called X. I mean, it's still called Twitter on the bloody phone, but now on the website it's called X. But they're still fucking, the URL's still called Twitter. So it's like, what do you want to bloody call it? Butters now, hand pass to Horn Francis. He can go inside 50. Now, here comes Ollie Lord, drops the chesty. Free kick to Lord, and 𝐼𝐴 can't believe it. The head is in the hands. Oh, my. Oh, Lordy. I love that. Oh, Lordy. Fucking hell. You get it? Because his first name's O, so in the initial says, oh, Lord. Funny. Yeah, fucking hell, shut up. Okay. Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of a hug there from 𝐼𝐴. Those get paid, so, yeah. Okay, can Ollie Lord kick this goal? And by the way, fellas, make sure not to spoil it because the game is getting a wee bit closer. But can he kick the goal? Oh, he's made a muck of it. Across the face. Okay. 17-point margin. Oh, that's a big out potentially for the Giants. Kieran Briggs has gone down. Now, from that contact, he looks like he's just winded himself. So hopefully that's all okay. Maybe his shoulder, potentially. Lockie Ash now, out of the fence. Flies Bergman. He dropped the mark. Great tackle from Kalen. Unlucky. He got him high. Can you smell what the pear is cooking? Love that saying. Bergman's kick doesn't look great. Doesn't look great at all. Intercepted easily from coming. Now out across to 𝐼𝐴. They could be out in the outer side here, the Giants. A low flat kick's a nice one. Jake Riccardi now on centre wing. 8:11 to play. The game is 17 points. Great strong mark there from Keefe. He hands it quickly to Callahan. Now a chance. Well, the space here a bit for Perryman. Back to Ward. Nice sidestep. Can he measure a short kick? Is a nice one. All alone, they just had forwards and midfielders getting free. And 𝐸𝐿 can go back and get a bit of a settler here for the Giants. Do you reckon Kaido will come a fine for next not putting Cripps and Reading into concussion test last 15 minutes off? If they didn't do so, well, I think they probably do get a fine for that because that's just usually what happens from when that does occur. Maybe they didn't need one, who knows? Stephen 𝐸𝐿, can he kick this goal? Kicks on its way, never in doubt. Big goal, massive goal from the star midfielder. Gets the margin back out over a goal. I mean, over 3 goals. Well, that's a settler for Giants, for GWS. That's a huge goal. Huge goal for them. What a half, or what a game 𝐸𝐿 is having, though. 24 touches and 2 goals to his name. Very, very nice. So Keefe doing bits in the ruck. Cheers for subscribing, John, mate. Appreciate it. Below that, they just get forward, and yet Butters just was ball watching. Didn't track back, and Cogs all alone. Well, back in the middle we go. It's a 23-point game. The Giants respond back with a goal in this third quarter as Horn Francis gets the centre clearance here for Port on the lead. It's straight down 𝐼𝐴's throat. That's a great mark. Appreciate kind words, Adelaide, mate. Hopefully going well. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, they sure have AFL time. Sure have. Under 7 minutes to play. 𝐼𝐴 in the back, 50. He'll drive it now towards the wing. Going to get up first is Burton. He couldn't take the mark. Tom Green reads it nicely. Snap kick around the corner. Toby Green always good in this spot. Did well to protect the drop zone. Bergman, though, read it best. Out across now to Kane Farrell, the lefty. Kick out into space. Who's this going to go to? It's a foot race here with Marshall and Buckley. Buckley did superbly well. Well done from Jack Buckley. That kick's going to go out in the full. Cheers to subscribe as well, Soccer Life. You beauty. Well, this third quarter is much different. Port are not only winning the quarter, but 52 disposals each. Pressure has improved, Port. They've eliminated a bit of the Giants' ability to move the footy freely. But they do regain possession here. GWS through Whitfield, and now 𝐼𝐿𝐴 again. Has been everywhere. Oh, sorry, that's Daniel Lloyd. Couldn't see who that was from a distance. Now he goes inside 50. Can they find a mark? Callum Brown, maybe. Jones, that will be a mark. Just feels like GWS did one goal too much damage and have another one or two of them, no matter what, if they kill the game up. Yeah, they don't really have to do much scoreboard pressure, I think, to hold off Port here, as long as they can keep them at bay. Lord, that's a great mark. Quickly plays it on now to Horn Francis. A low flat kicks, just not a good one. Himmelberg now. We'll get it back out there. And that works beautifully well. Bit of a mongrel kick, but perfectly to Callum Brown. Oh, terrible kick. Falls off Farrell's shoe. And instantly tackled from Daniels, the pressure man. Beautifully done. Umpire's ball. Oh, cheers for $3, Hoop Show, mate. Appreciate the kind words, mate. In terms of best analysis, I don't know, sometimes I just talk a bunch of shit. You know, I had the Giants finishing last this year. Bloody terrible, but, you know, I obviously am accountable for my mistakes, so I own up to it. But, hey, here's what it is. You make a few mistakes sometimes. That's a blunder. Imagine if the Giants win the flag, and then I have to react to it.
Best analysis of footy on YouTube.
Last. Oh,
love
dear.
your work, Riles.
But, you know, I always love when the Giants snapping about. That's the beauty of AFL. I don't hold a grudge against teams. You've got to fucking someone last. Butters now from 60 out. No, won't make the distance. Buckley's there on the line. Ooh, he could have probably hit a target inside 50 instead. Short now, Colorado. Yeah, I saw that earlier on. They didn't look happy, Kai. Bloody hell. Tom Green again. Ultra clean. Look at this. Out goal side is 𝐬𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐿 taking the mark. Short option over the top's a nice one. He finds Daniels. He plays on now. Now, all alone here in the pocket, if they can get the kick away. Oh, you know what? That's a beautiful kick. It could favour. Lloyd drops the mark almost. Now, Jones had a bit of time there. That's a terrible kick. Going to come down Whitfield's throat, but McEntee can't make the late spoil. Whitfield marks. And now out across to Keefe. Gives the hands to Himmelberg. He can kick a big goal, but he's going to settle. Short kick's a nice one. Riccardi on the lead. Oh, gee, I recorded a video having GWS last. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, a lot of people have the Giants at bottom 4 this year. So it's like, I think collectively as a group, we can all be embarrassed together in a way. Oh, bloody hell. Yeah, definitely. We'll be next week, Aussie Truck fan. Cheers for subscribing, Jack, mate. Appreciate it. Can Riccardi kick this goal? He won't be able to, and that's going to go out in the full. So 23 points, 3:27 to play. It's a much more interesting third term. This game's evened out a little bit. Port are winning the quarter. The disposal count is obviously quite even too, so a bit more stoppages with this game. And Port obviously playing a bit better. So Finlayson is on as a sub. He's had a poor last few weeks and eats the lift for Port, you'd think. Tom Green, look at that, just too big. Hand pass is poor though. Butters under the pump, dispossessed. Now Brown dishes out to Tom Green. Who can he find? He's going to find a high centering ball towards the top of the square. Lockie Jones again. Oh, it's a free to 𝐬𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐿. Okay. McKenzie give it away. Another free kick. Well, it was poor last week. He hasn't been in the greatest of form, Trent McKenzie. Well, 𝐬𝐿𝐴 𝐿𝐿 going to get this to 29 points. Should be making this goal. Left foot snap. All he has to do is scoot around the corner and snug it home. Oh, he's missed. Oh dear. Cue the Bronx cheers. Oh, the Port fans are giving it to him. Come on, Jesse. 24 points it is. Port go quickly from the kick in. Nice mark from 𝐼𝐻𝐿. He'll give it across now to Burton. Oh, geez, who was that to? Ryan Burton. Terrible hand pass off the turnover now. The Giants. Whitfield over the top to 𝐸𝐿𝐿. He can settle. Stabbing ball's a nice one. Daniels. And he can chew 30 off the clock and go back. That's just absolutely poor stuff there from Ryan Burton. Terribly done. Well, it's good to see Kieran Briggs is all out okay. Can Daniels now kick the goal that Hogan couldn't? No, another miss. That's 11 goals, 14 now for GWS. They've been inaccurate tonight. It's 25 points. Burton again. Goes short, finds Bergman. GWS to score 20 behinds. That's the big call of the game. I predict that GWS will have an inaccurate night and they'll kick 20 points. Imagine someone actually said that. Rosie, he's been quiet tonight. Who can he find? Hand pass. Good enough to Butters. He can give it and go, but he wants to go by foot instead. Deep kick. Burn Jones, maybe a chance. Just not tall enough. Ash did really well in the contest. And now Perryman. Great kick finds coming. Yeah, couldn't put it any better, Godric. They're a great side to watch. Oh, geez. Idun's been put under the pump. But they get it out safely here through Buckley. That's a great kick. Finds Bedford on the wing. Back to Idun. Now 𝐸𝐿𝐿. Having a great night. Back to Cumming. The handball receives a nice one. Kick just over the top of Green, but it does favour Ward there. Got the kick away. Finlayson, poor hand pass. Bedford now does take the turner. Oh, dear. How's he missed that? Well, he did well to get in the way and to really pick off the ball, but he's just completely missed directly in front. Rosie now in the back pocket. Back to Burton. Well, siren will sound here with 10 seconds to play. The Giants are just keeping Port at bay. I mean, Port have won the quarter. But yeah, that's all the Giants need to do. They've done the damage in the first half. They've just got to keep them at bay. But yeah, hey, 26-point margin at three-quarter time. It still is under a 5-goal game. Can Port have a full term for the ages, or will the Giants hold on? But yeah, pretty even sort of third quarter that was. But yeah, the Giants, a quarter away from a prelim final. You still feel like, you know, they should be the good team to hold on here. 11 goals, 1581, 8 goals, 755. Just going to go fill up my water bottle, everyone. I'll be back in a sec. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So, 26 points, three-quarter time. It's going to be, yeah, I mean, still under 5 goals, so there still could be something potentially crazy to happen, but No, I mean, I still feel like the Giants should be the team to hold on here. They've overall across the whole span of this game, they've just been brilliant defensively as a back six. Really, it's really similar to last week's win too, which is a much more cleaner side, much more tougher side. Predict the Giants to win the wooden spoon this year, and then make same with me, Lockie, mate. You're not alone. Not alone, mate. Yeah, couldn't put it better, Dom. Like, you feel like the Giants could be up by more, but it's under 5 goals, so it does mount for maybe an interesting finish, perhaps. But no, it's the onus is on Port to get back in this game. Giants have been overall better in pretty much every department. But yeah, we'll have a look at the stats for three-quarter time. The midfielders, the GWS Giants, have gotten plenty out of them tonight. Oh, there's Stephen 𝐴𝐞, 26 and 2 goals. Tom Green, 25 and 6 clearances. Josh Kelly, 17 and a goal. Been playing a bit more of an outside game. You know, I've just got plenty. You know, even Ward's had some nice touches too. Callahan's been running through there with 13. You know, who else is there? 8 intercept possessions for Buckley and Whitfield. 7 score involvements. That was from Whitfield, but you know, you got 12 to 𝐴𝐞, 10 to Hogan, who's having a great game. Daniels has 10, Riccardi 8, Green 8. Like, 𝐬𝐶 Hogan's been such an underrated player this year. 4 goals, 4 he's kicked. He could have 8 goals in a final, potentially, if he was accurate. How crazy is that? Yeah, 6 clearances, game high for Tom Green. Intercept possessions, 8 for Whitfield, 8 for Buckley. You know, they've been brilliant too. 6 inside 50s for Boak. Green, well, both Greens, Toby and Tom Green. And contest possession leader is none else than Tom Green, who's had a great night. The plus 14 inside 50s for the Giants, winning the clearances game like they have been consistently and strongly all night long. Plus 11, plus 10 stoppage clearances, winning the contested game convincingly as well by 21. Like, bloody hell. Giants going all the way, says Kelly. What a team, says Kelly. Yeah, no, that's a fair comment. I think with how they play, they can really beat any team. It's just, from what we saw in 2019, how's the mental side of things going to go at the big ground of the G with an outsider, you know? Well, that's the thing. Like, if it's like a Brisbane GWS grand final, you know, they have a good chance to win it. It's just always like, you know, depending who they're playing at the G, that's always something to consider. But it's a much more different side to 2019 with the Giants. Like, they have a bit, you know, they've cleaned out the club a bit more. They still have all that veteran experience, but just the role plays and defensively, they've looked brilliant. And, you know, how they play, they play like a finals brand. Like, move the ball well. I think they play similar to Collingwood, and I think they can challenge Collingwood if they hold on to this game, because they move the ball really well. They're able to break through from congestion, have some nice options on the outside. They have forwards that are in form. Like, I feel like it could be a good game, that prelim final. But, hey, the job's not done yet. It's 26 points. I feel like Port could come home at least strong here and mount a case for a potential comeback. Still not convinced the Tas team goes ahead and if there's a change in government. Yeah, I mean, I'm still not 100% confirmed, I don't think, with all that whatnot. And is there going to be a stadium? Still is all that to consider. But final quarter. So Port Adelaide, they've had a great year, but this could all mean bugger alls. They could be going out in straight sets. And when was the last time two teams have gone out in straight sets that have happened in a final series? I don't think it's ever happened. So you're going to have 7th place and you're going to have 5th place make prelim finals. And I mean, that sort of just reflects of this year. This year's just been so, you know, it's just been such an even year of footy. Like, you know, even look at Fremantle and Adelaide, those teams down below. Like, even the Suns finished bottom 4, but they're better than a bottom 4 side when you think about it. Like, it's been a really even year of footy. That's why wins come with a premium. That's why some unfortunate teams miss out. But now it's a results business, of course. And this is why the Giants peaking at the right time, and they have a chance to go to a prelim final if they get up there here tonight. Here we go. So 26 points in favour of the Giants. They've been fantastic all night long. Predicted that. Oh, wow. That's a good call there from Paul. There we go. We're underway for the 4th term. 8 goals, 755. 11 goals, 15, 81. Could this be Port Adelaide's last quarter of this year as Butters, good attack on the footy. Twisting and turning, he gives the hands out across. Lockie Jones, that's a good pick up, and he made it hard. That one, Zach Butters, got to be quick there. 𝐸𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 just couldn't get the hands over the top. One in there from Perryman. Okay, wow. That's going to be a late bump there. Wowee. Anyway, inside 50. Who can they find? Dixon, maybe. That's a great mark. Charlie Dixon, he hasn't done much tonight. Oh, Adam Kingsley's doing the Kenny Hinkley. He's doing the... Bloody hell. Come on, Kingsley. Don't be like Ken. If anyone understands, like, basically every time the camera goes on Ken Hinkley when he's under the pump, basically he's always doing this. Well, can Charlie Dixon kick this goal? Ole, 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 ole. Charlie, Charlie. I know Port fans love that one. But again, he kicked the goal. Kicks on its way. The cheer squad like it. Okay, Port, just like the third quarter, kicked the first of this quarter. Okay. Well, 20-point margin. Interesting, interesting, interesting. The big dicko. No way Port covers from this league, you think? I agree, MB, I really do. But, like, the Giants' goal kicking has been pretty putrid. Like, at half-time, the margin probably should have been about 40, 50 points. Again, could be the same at three-quarter time. So, if they somehow lose this game, oh, God, it would be terrible. But, you know, they still should be good enough to hold on. But, hey, maybe here come Port. We're not letting in here, Port Adelaide. How do you reckon the Eagles will go next year? I still think bottom four. They still don't have a good as a list of, I think, of a few other teams. But, yeah, should get a few more wins. Dixon. Oh, what a tackle from Cogs. Stephen Keneally on the big man. What an evening he's had. And he didn't play last week, remember, everyone. Now he's coming to the side and he's looking like the best player out on ground. Keneally now. Low kicks are nice when he finds Green on the lead. Toby, that is. Toby Green now. Told to go. Launch a high one inside 50. Can big Briggsy fly? Almost. Alearly at ground level. Always a bit of a danger. I know well as a Swans supporter. But Lockie Jones gets that out. And a good mark there from Taylor. My ladder was... yeah, well, yeah, Giants 18, eh? Bloody hell. Yeah, a lot of us fell in that trap, unfortunately. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've always had a good spot for the Giants. I remember 2022 early predictions. I had the Giants for top 4. Like, it... You know, I know that's a while ago and that's almost irrelevant, but it's just like, it's just always such an even comp. And, you know, the year I felt Giants would do well, they did shit. And they made bottom 4. And now with, you know, the exodus they had from the club and all that, they've somehow potentially going to be making a prelim final. Tipped the upset tonight, but I tipped Melbourne last night, says Dominic. Yeah, I mean, I tipped Carlton last night, so at least I'm going to be getting at least one tip correct. But, you know, I am a bit concerned with Port Adelaide, though. Because, you know, I felt they'd boss it tonight. And, look, this is nothing against the Giants. I felt they'd really come to play. But, you know, this is Port's season we're talking about, especially at home. They've played their greatest footy at home, but they just haven't looked like it tonight. Yeah, Geelong, like, second, I think. I couldn't really see him going down too much. Oh, 50 metres against Finn Callaghan. Interesting. John, but yeah, who else? Pies as well. I had the Pies 6th, I think. 5th or 6th. I certainly wasn't considering Collingwood to miss final. I knew they'd make it again. But yeah, I just felt at the time like I felt that they'd be still very good, but maybe I felt a few teams would be able to go to homework on their side, on their style. But they've blitzed it this year. Anyway, can Miles Bergman kick this goal off a 50-metre penalty directly in front? Kicks on its way. It's across the face. He's had I think, a productive game back there, so it would have been nice to see him kick a goal. Felt like he needed to kick that. 19-point margin. Lockie Whitfield now. Will play on. He'll go out towards the wing. 𝐼𝐗𝐿𝐼𝐿, Ricciardi can't get a fist in. Lockie Jones, good attack on the footy. He gets it back inside 50. Could work here. Jeremy Finlayson, the sub. Can he be the super sub? Now, by the way, of course, everyone, try not to give it away in the chat and all that. As it's getting late, so, you know. Because I always glance over the chat and I can see sometimes in the corner, I always missed, I always kicked the goal. It's what happens when you have fucking KO. You can't have bloody the privilege of Channel 7 because I don't have a TV in my room. 2 touches. On as a sub. Can he kick the goal? It's going to have to require a mighty kick. Kick's on its way. It's going to miss. Rush behind, but 8. It's now directly a 3-goal game. Still time. Still time, of course. So that's going to be 50. I felt that could have been 50 metres. Free to Perryman, of course. Bang, that's a massive hit. Sometimes those are paid at 50. Paid as 50, so yeah. Anyway, out across now, 𝐼𝐗𝐿. Oh, geez, Bergman, what's he done? He's slapped it out of 𝐼𝐿's mitts. But some nice hands here from the Port players as 𝐵𝐿𝐶 now goes inside 50. A big torb. He's seen Taylor up again. He drops the mark. Hands from Burn-Jones wasn't good enough. Ward now out across to Ash. Nice hands. Cogs again. He's been busy. He's having a great night. And now 𝐶𝐞 𝐎𝐿 out towards the wing. Just can't hit Lloyd. But that will do for GWS. The ball will find the boundary. Yeah, I did see that, John. That's a good acquisition, I think, for the Tassie team. And now Horne-Francis towards half forward. Ball maybe trickles out the back here. Buckley. Oh, is that a hand pass? It is. Marshall gets out Finlayson. Tup was clever. 𝐵𝐿𝐶. He can always line up the crowd. The spin, the move. Works a snap. A poster. Unlucky. Travis 𝐵𝐿𝐶. You feel like he deserves a goal. I feel like he's had some nice moments throughout this game. He's been battling okay. Well, it's a 17-point game. It's under 3 goals. But, geez, now the misses are starting to happen for Port. 5-2 inside 50s as well for Port in this last term. Whitfield now. Oh, good mark there from Ward. He's now becomes a bit interesting, this game. Under 15 minutes of play. And what did I say at half time? I still felt this game could have another gear because it's under a 5-goal game. 𝐼𝐿𝐿 usually eats those up for breakfast, lunch and tea, but couldn't take the mark. And a nice tackle there from Lloyd brings Bergman over the line. Well, that's the free there from Tom Green. I mean, that's a weak bloody free. Rosie just hit the ground there. I mean, it's an elbow to the chest, so he might get a fine, but, I mean, I don't know. I think that was a professionally won free there from Rosie. Unless he got really winded. Good pressure there from Lloyd. That's really well done. The only throw-in.
14 minutes left for one of these two teams in season 2023 for the other. Leading MCG in a prelim final against the Pies. Briggs, wounded, gets the ball towards Tom Green. He handballs towards half.
That's not going to be high there on Toby Green. Now Barry throwing.
Against the odds, Port have continued to chip away at what was almost a 6-goal lead. Under 3 now. Port are out of play. Briggs and Finlayson again. Briggs high up and under sort of a ball. 20 from home. Green went back with a fly.
Now Bergman. Back to 𝐵𝐿𝐶. Under 14 minutes to play. Who can fly here? Buckley gets the double fister there. They'll do there for the Giants. G'day, Roger. Hopefully going well, mate. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, take care, Badger, mate. Have a good rest of your night. Toby Green quenching his thirst, getting a bit of the grippo on his mitts. 17-point margin. Bit of a stalemate in these last few minutes or so in terms of goals. That's an incorrect disposal. No. Geez, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 was an uppie there. I mean, that could have been dissent. Giving a bit of limp to the umpy. Inside 50 now from War. Good work for Green. Well done there from Bergman. I've liked Bergman's game, as I do say. I think he's been... yeah, he's having a nice game in general. Oh, is that coming? That's going to be out in the full.
The next goal just changes everything. Back out to 23 in the air out of the Port Adelaide balloon, or within a couple of kicks. A real injection of belief.
Boak now out of the 50. Ollie Lord brings it to the ground. Rosie gets the hands out cleanly. Now kick forward from Bergman again. That's not a good kick. Perryman in the right spot, the right time. Thoughts on the Sydney trade target, says Huge, mate. Yeah, good question. I think, yeah, Mackay and Grundy are the two big ones. I think looks like Grundy's going to come on down, which is just huge. Like, we haven't had an elite ruckman in years. So I think I could really bolster, I think, our midfield group. Oh, he's short now, Jack Buckley.
They strike here with continuing to attack the game and running numbers like we've seen.
Well, still 17 points. The scoring has dried up, and the Giants have been able to retain the ball a bit more in their forward half. This fourth quarter, the last few minutes, Hogan, another great mark. I don't think we'll get Mackay. Apparently he's going to go to Essendon instead. Which, again, I wouldn't mind Mackay. That's going to be a mark. No, it's not. That's got to be a mark. They pay those as marks. Bloody terrible. Absolutely terrible there from the umpy. Should be sacked. I'm joking. Umpire's ball. So long as they just set up the rec department for a decade by getting Grundy. Yeah, you know, we just got to give the faith that Grundy can go for a few years. But like, if you imagine Hickey, right, and Grundy, like, Hickey gave us 3 really good years. Grundy could give us maybe 4 years of just even better impact. Like, I think he could be huge. And people say he's not a great tap ruckman, but still, as a solo ruck, I think this year as a solo ruck has been brilliant. But yeah, like, I think he can be a big impact for us. I swear to God, if he doesn't actually request to us, even though apparently it's guaranteed, I'm not going to be happy. 𝐵𝐿 just drops the mark, and now out here through 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 goes out across. Beautiful kick. Finds 𝐿𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Wants to go corridor here, 𝐻𝐿𝐴 down the snow. He wants to go into space. Sorry, Toby Green. No, sorry, that's not Green. That's Daniel Lloyd. He breaks free from Burton. Bergman again fighting hard. Did well. Dersman wants to keep it in. That's some good hands. He finds Burton. Oh, dispossessed. Now, that won't be on the ball because it was stripped. Oh, smother beautiful from Josh Kelly. Elitely done. Yeah, that's the plan, I think, Kai, mate. And I still think Ladhams is definitely, you know, an important player for us. If he's fit. He had some good games as a solo ruck this year. Oh, really well done from Horn Francis. Now winds. He gives it back to... oh, Farrell. What in the world was that? Gives it straight to Cumming. Hospital hand passes galore. Umpire's ball it is. Goes on his last legs. Yeah, but, you know, I think they've got a... Well, the thing is, remember, they've got obviously a few young ruckmen. And it's sort of a bit of a doozy situation because... Well, no, here's a chance coming up for the Giants potentially. Oh, Callum Brown. Oh, Butters with the fumble too. Oh, really well done from Zach. Able to recover. Houston, back to Zach. Twisting and turning. Still has possession. Look at him go. Low flat kick finds Horn Francis. Could they be out here? Port. A kick out across to McEntee. Good strong mark. Oh, he's gone to ground here, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. McEntee now. He's got options all galore. Oh, dearie me. What in the world was that kick? The hang time galore. Oh, the whipping boy. Jed McEntee. He has wasted that chance. Jesus. Oh my God. Terrible. Dixon now. Horn Francis. He breaks free. Can he go for goal? The Hornet. Oh, would have brought the house down there. Well, that's now point after point for Port Adelaide. It's a 16-point game, but geez, they've squandered their chances. 4 points in a row for Port. And Giants are yet to kick a score this final term. It's 10 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. Could we be set up here for another classic final? This final series, 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴, that's going to go straight to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. But a fumble. They'll take that, the Giants. Dixon in the air, couldn't take the clean possession. Burn-Jones dispossessed Kelly. No, sorry, that's CARDMAN. Well done. Look at that hands. Beautiful green. That was, of course, as well of Ward combined. And now they could be out here, the Giants. Lloyd out across to Brown. He's got over the top here. Coming, the extra man over the top. Uses him. Now kicked a lovely goal from 55 out. Does he have the leg for this one here? And the lead. Riccardi, beautiful kick. Geez, they've been nailing their inside 50 targets tonight, though, the Giants. A lot of kicks on the lead. Expected scorers, GWS up 84.69.3. Yeah, wow. Well, geez, this will put daggers in the hearts for Port supporters. Can Riccardi kick this? It's not a bad kick. And it's home. Jack Riccardi. What a kick. And what a goal. Superbly done. 12 goals, 587. 9 goals, 1165. And they've made Port pay with their mistakes this fourth term. Wow. Back out to 22 points. Could that be the game? 8:49 to play. Could be the game. Still would be going after 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴 2025. Yeah, I mean, he had a great year. Second half. I mean, he had a great year in general, Dusty. So we'll see after this year, I think. After next year. Hector Wood Spurs, back a prelim, can't make a prelim. Yeah, no way. It's pretty crazy stuff. Great kick from Jake Riccardi. Beautifully done. Here come the Giants. Yeah, well, same with the Giants as well, RT. I mean, they kicked 6 points in a row during the second term, so it's like it's almost evened up in a way. But yeah, no, it's definitely a fair enough point. They've had the chances, gone begging. Ball trickles out the back there for Horn Francis. Gets the hands over the top now to 𝐼𝐻𝐿𝐴. Needs to redeem himself. Wines. Short kicks a nice one. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵. He's got to go quick here. Still 8.5 minutes to play, but this just needs to go through. Yeah, no, exactly, Kai. You've got to remember that. But yeah, I mean, he would still be a chance to go to Gold Coast if he leaves. But I just feel like for his legacy, he probably finishes off his career at the... Finishes his career off at the Tigers. Okay, 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵. Can he kick this goal? No, he can't. Oh, dearie me. So could this be the tail for Port Adelaide? Power kicking, I mean, both sides have been terribly inaccurate. Out of the fence now from the Giants. GWS just repelling those entries well enough. Lord. Oh, Lord. Nice hand pass. Beautiful. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 now. Hands it to McEntee. Can he kick a goal? Jed McEntee. Oh, no. He's kicked out in the full. Oh, don't come Monday. Jed McEntee. Bloody hell. $21 points. 9 inside 50s to 5. Port Adelaide's way. 7:40 to play. Wines now. Can they find the target? Maybe a chance for Finlayson. 𝐵𝐿𝐵𝐵 crumbing. Briggsy getting down and dirty at ground level. And the ball find the boundary. Yeah, no, appreciate the words, Huge, mate. It's going to be an exciting year, I think, for the Swannies. Let's hope. And hopefully an exciting off-season. Time left, says Trevor. 7:15, mate, on the countdown. 4:50 stoppage here for Port. 𝐸𝐴𝐿 maybe out of the rack. Bouncing in favour from 𝐸𝐴𝐥𝐝. Having a great night. Kick doesn't really get far, though. Kelly, really well done. Grabs it out of William Drew's hands. Just whacks one around the corner, and that will do. That will find the boundary. The bounce. A beauty. So 6:57 to play. The Giants, can they hold on and move to a prelim final to take on the Pies potentially? They've been brilliant pretty much all night long. The better side, the tougher side. I mean, I tell you what, Port Adelaide have been coming home at least somewhat strong, but I just think they're just still looking like a bit more of the composed side here, the Giants, and one more could do it. Bergman almost with the mark. 𝐓𝐡𝐞 at ground level. Couldn't do much. A chance for 𝐸𝐿 now. Twisting and turning. Snap kick around the corner. He does find Callum Brown. It's a nice kick. Plays on now. A high kick inside 50. Oh, Toby Green takes the mark. Something out of nothing. And this is probably the game if he kicks it through. Oh, wowee. So could we be seeing it, ladies and gentlemen? 2 teams out in straight sets in 2023. Farrell just too weak in the marking contest there. That's what Toby Green's always great with the body contact, though, I think, in the marking contest. She'll kick it. Snap round the corner. And the Giants, you think, are through. Great kick from Toby Green. What a mark it was. Oh, the Giants fans are up and about. Have a look at that. 13 goals, 15.93. 9 goals, 12.66. What a game of footy from the Giants, eh? They're an exciting team to watch. You feel like they're going to be coming with full momentum, I think, at Collingwood next week. Yeah, he sure is, our team. Even the little things he's done tonight, he's been brilliant as well. Well, heading into this game, it was Port Adelaide versus the World. The World 1, Port Adelaide 0. And I think now next week it's going to be Collingwood versus the World. Who's going to win that one next week, eh? He's fired up, Toby Green. Tom Green could have been taken eye there. Big Briggsy. What a year he's had. Poor kick, though. Houston inside 50. Good spoil from Sam Taylor. I do now. Taken in the tackle. Umpire's ball. Watch a big... imagine it's Brisbane versus GWS. That'd be such a weird grand final to watch. Like just 2 non-Victorian teams. Bloody hell. It's not usually like that. Giants versus Lions Greens final, says Raylene. Yeah, hey. It's going to be interesting, the tipping next week. Callum Brown's been subbed off. Productive night he's had. Swung forward, of course, in the second half of this season too. And I think that's been a great move. It's going to be a free now to Dan Houston, who has the leg here. I think he's going to go back for goal. Another 5 minutes to play. To get it under 4 goals. Dan Houston, if it's any man, he can kick a goal. No, it doesn't have the distance nor the accuracy, and it's rushed through. Could be Port done now. 4.5 minutes. 9 goals, 13.67. 13 goals, 15.93. Giants versus Pies is a bit of aggro. Yeah, definitely. They're always good hit-outs. So it's a game to watch. Kick out in the space. Doesn't work there. That's going to be out in the full. Now a big kick there from Farrell, deep towards the square. Another rush behind. Can't buy a goal this final quarter, Port Adelaide. Now out of the fence from the Giants. Keith flies, can't take the mark. And the ball will be taken over. Well, can you smell what the Giants are cooking? Can you smell what the Oranges are cooking, eh? Absolutely brilliant, this final series. Briggs out of the ruck. He just does it so often now. Briggs is going to be interesting to watch over the years. He could become an elite ruckman, one of the best in the comp perhaps. Inside 50 from Farrell flies. 𝐓𝐿𝐴 drops the mark. Burn-Jones a chance. And it continues. Port Adelaide can't kick a goal to save their life. 9 goals, 15.69. 13 goals, 15.93. 24 points, but it's too little, too late. Time will be up here, you'd think. 3:40 to play. Oranges are better than pairs. Yeah, well, I mean, of course. Like, even with footy, oranges are better than pairs. Who has bloody pairs at half-time? Well, you know, I've been proven wrong by the Giants. I mean, I certainly gave them a chance, and I felt form-wise they're the better team. But, you know, just based off the home field advantage and, you know, just... I think psychologically, I thought they were going to lift tonight here, Port Adelaide, but not only inaccuracy, but the game was lost in the first half. Not good enough around the footy. And look, I feel like a few people are going to question their midfield, but their midfield's still young. Like Butters, Rosie, Horn, Francis. It's a young plays in there still, so they'll learn, they'll mature, they'll develop. They still are, I think, one of the top midfields on paper. But yeah, maybe they've been outdone by a bit of experience here. You know, he's got 𝐚𝐿𝐴 in there. You've got Callum Ward. And then, of course, the young star of Tom Green, who's just been a perfect into their midfield. A nice low kick. Butters. He quickly plays on now. Stabbing kick. Could work here for Rosie. Takes a nice mark. Got to go. Kicks from 52. Doesn't have the distance. Buckley keeps it in. And rush through again. Collingwood, yeah, it should be a great game, and I feel like if Port were able to win narrowly, you'd probably feel like you give more confidence in the Pies. But hey, you know the Giants always play good footy usually against the Pies, so it's going to be an intriguing hit out. Good mark there from Keith. Well, technically, I had the Blues for 4th, but not home and away season. But I guess they're our top 4 team now because they've made a prelim final. So, yeah. Never know about the Giants as Pender. Yeah, that's very true, mate. They're always a team that can catch you off guard. I mean, who would thunk it, eh? Been absolute warriors on the road, especially for interstate sides. That's where you've got to be good if you want to be challenging for a premiership. Got to be good away. Kieran Briggs now, it's a free to him. Definitely was 𝐓𝐿𝐴 and 𝐸. Same with the D's. Both top 4 sides missing out. Straight sets. Good mark there from Lachie Jones. But it's too little too late here for Port Adelaide. Giants, terrific win for the footy club. They've been fantastic this final series so far. And I mean, even 3 weeks in a row, they just toyed apart really with ease against the Blues with a bit of a weaker lineup. It's still like they're playing an exciting brand. Their 1%ers are elite. They're tough around the footy. They move the ball well, especially from the back half, and they're not letting in. Like they're fighting right to the death. They have been all year. So I think they're one of the best teams in the comp to challenge Collingwood. Who I still think are the benchmark, Collingwood. So it's going to be a cracking watch. Next Friday night, 8. Almost marked there from Toby Green. Now, quick hand pass out from Butters Wines. Burn Jones on the lead. Nice one, 𝐼𝐴𝐿. Yeah, it could be a few boos, mate. People calling for the head of 𝐓𝐡𝐞 𝐎𝐥𝐝 again. Geez, Adelaide fans would be loving it. Rosie now on a good kick. Intercepted from Hogan. Great night he's had. Hogan, eh? 4 goals, 4. I mean, he's had such an underappreciated year, Jesse Hogan. And 50 metres to finish it off. Well, a lot of people were favouring the Giants this week, and they're going to be right. GWS will move on. One of the most resilient teams in the competition. They've come to Port Adelaide, and not really the impossible. They almost felt like the favourites in this game, but they were able to really attack Port's weaknesses. Really dominated them around the footy. And what a win for GWS all over. 9 goals, 16-17. 70, sorry. 13 goals, 15-93. The Giants are through to a prelim final to face off the Pies. How about this GWS footy club, eh? A side that a lot of people predicted to be bottom 4. They're off to a prelim final. Second half of the year's been brilliant. They're playing that finals brand, and again, it was on showcase tonight. Right from the first bounce, or really the first half, they looked like they could have been up by 10 goals, honestly. They kicked 6 points in a row. And yeah, like, bloody hell. I mean, it's honestly like it's a joy to watch with how they play. I think how they just move the ball, they're so clean. They rebound exceptionally well. They work great as a back six. And hey, Jesse Hogan, Riccardi, you think, they're average. But these are players that are playing great footy. They're working so well across all areas of the ground, all facets of the game. They win by a tick under 4 goals and honestly could have won by more. But yeah, hey, it's going to be interesting. And let's be honest, I think as a neutral, I think we'd probably prefer the Giants and the Pies because, these are two sides that play good footy. So it could be a close prelim final perhaps. But yeah, great win from GWS. That's superbly done. Obviously I own my mistakes. I'm happy to be proven wrong and be bloody pointed the finger at. I mean, everyone had a bloody GWS as the bottom 4. But I had them fucking last. So they've proved me wrong well. But hey, no. A side I always get up and about for when they are playing great footy. Toby Green was brilliant. 9 score involvements, 3 goals too. Did the little things really well. On top of that as well. Like the little nudging, the little body work in marking contest was great. Tap out in directions to advantageous positions to forwards. And yeah, I mean, that's 6 points in a row as well in the second term. They could have won by honestly more. Port came home strong late, but not enough. They missed. They didn't really get enough from their midfield. Not enough consistency. Like Rosie, that was one of his worst games in a while. Only 17 touches. Butters probably did a little bit too much. I mean, again, where was Ollie Wines? He's just looking absolutely cooked at the moment. Like, he's just been poor. McKenzie was well beaten. 𝐴𝐿𝐿 was an absolute hack of the ball today. 0 goals, 3. He's usually the X-Factor man. Nothing there. Dixon, not much. Burn Jones, again, not good. McEntee, I mean, he'll be with the whipping boy, I think, in the off-season. Bergman, I think, can hold his head high. Really Rioli too. Houston, Boak, I felt had good games. They're probably one of Port's best games. I want to bet one of some of Port Adelaide's best plays. But yeah, collectively, as a group, the Giants worked so well. I mean, Kelly only had 21 touches, but I thought he was brilliant. Callum Brown had some nice cameos. Perriman had some nice moments. They're just working so well as a group, and I think the most balanced sides have the highest upside. So, again, with how they play, similar to the Pies, I think it's going to be a cracking game. Both defense is great. Both teams rebound well. I think it's going to be a cracking watch. So, yeah. It's honestly the perfect team to favour to face the benchmark of the competition of Collingwood. Now let's not forget about the other prelim final, of course, but obviously focus on in this game. Giants and the Pies prelim final. It's going to be a ripper. So there is the finals series for week 2, everyone. So there we go. The Blues will be playing the Brisbane Lions, I'm pretty sure, on Saturday night, and of course Friday night footy. It's the Pies and the Giants. So it's going to be a ripper for next week. But appreciate the support across the span of this weekend, everyone. Of course, I'll get the round review out as I always do it every week. So, yeah, if you want to hear me chew the fat, stay tuned on the channel and I'll get that out. But, yes, it's a big sound. What a win for GWS. Superbly done. We'll have a look at a few play statistics before we do end it up, and I'll give my 3-2-1 votes. But, yeah, just damage was done with the clearance game. just able to beat Port. Usually decent clearance side, but look at that, plus 16 clearances. I think on the big stage, a few Port mids got exposed and a little bit shell-shocked across the span of this game. But I mean, a little bit of credit to Port. At least they didn't fall to their heads. At least they had a red-hot crack. Not really wouldn't say red-hot crack, but at least they didn't let in and make it an embarrassing loss. But still, it's an embarrassing loss in a way, but you know what I mean. Plus 18 contest possessions from the Giants just look tougher, cleaner. Yeah, the cohesion, the chemistry is just working wonders. 34 stoppage clearances. They were very good off the turnover as well. Dominating disposals, almost over 100 disposals in their favour. Even inside 50s, but, you know, they work so well as a back 6-2. Brilliant game from a lot of players, of course. Tom Green was superb again. 29 touches for him, 8 clearances. 𝐚𝐿 for me was the best on ground. 30 touches, 2 goals, 8 total clearances. He was always going to be a big inclusion this week, and there you go. He's the best on ground, massive impact. Briggsy was great out of the ruck, 15 touches, 8 clearances for him as a ruckman. Callum Ward with 6 clearances. You know, 𝐼𝐗𝐤𝐪 had a productive game with 24. Who else is up there for the Giants? You know, yeah, 𝐬𝐿𝐼 𝐻𝐿𝐴, I thought his first half was fantastic. He was just everywhere. He was rebounding, his timing, his runs really well. You know, if he's going to have, his last few weeks have been great. So if he's going to have the year like he's having at the moment, lock him in for another All-Australian Blazer. He's just been brilliant. Callum Ward as well, the veteran, was huge when it came to finals. So yeah, that experience they're getting a lot out of with a few of those older heads. Toby Green was great, of course. Jack Buckley, I thought his game was superb. I thought he did a superb job, really, on the likes of Ollie Lord. Kieran Briggs again was good. Kelly, yeah, you know, 𝐻𝐿𝐼 I thought was alright, especially when he came on. When Finlayson came on, Perryman did some nice moments. Taylor was a little bit more quieter, but you know, he doesn't have to have intercept mark after intercept mark. He did the job, I thought, quite well, mostly on Tony Marshall. And yeah, the Giants just completely the better side, so they get another convincing win off to a prelim. Oh, they're a side to get on if you're not already on the bandwagon. It should be a cracking third week of finals, so it's going to be the Lions versus the Blues Saturday night at the Gabba, and Friday night the Pies and the Giants at the MCG. Take care, everyone. Have a great rest of your weekend. It's been a good week. Good round of footy again. Final series has been a blast. I think it's been some exciting games. We're seeing a few upsets now. 2 teams outside the other that are making prelim finals. Hasn't happened in quite a while, but just shows how even the comp's been this year. But yes, take care, everyone. Cheers for the support. Another cracking stream and another cracking game. And yeah, that's it from me, everyone. Take care. See you later.